Hi, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the show.
Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday.
It's me and Alphaleedah just chilling here. She's already making fun of me for drinking.
I'm not making fun, but
You're right.
He denies how drunk he is. And he denies.
I'm just enjoying my life, If anybody was here a second ago, you saw me do a shoey on stream. Who saw me do a shoey on stream?
Yeah, I heard some people, they were trying to do a shoey. But a really good question. Do you wear the shoe afterwards you do the shoey? Like, do you just grab your shoe, do the shoey, and then wear it? And it wets your socks?
I think that, no, I don't do that. But like, if, some people have foot fetishes, I ain't going to complain. I might just do it for them, Gotta take one for the team sometimes.
You're like sucking up the alcohol out of the toenails.
Okay, dude, don't go too far with it. Come on. You're going too far with it.
Ew.
Everyone that's here, I just want to say thank you so much. And let's get a shout out for our wonderful, beautiful co-host tonight. Super excited. We've known each other for a while now. And the funny thing is, I went on her show first back in the day before she started coming on my show. It was a long time ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like over 2 years ago. I remember. Mr. Solodo, thank you all for the subs and the raids and the follows, and thank you for being here and supporting. Nice shout out for Alphaleedah right there. Make sure let's get another shout out. There you go. Alphaleedah, I just want to say thank you so much. Episode 157, you're here. We're going to talk about sex, love, and relationships. Let's hear a little bit about you before we start the show.
I love this topic. First of all, I'm so happy that you picked me to co-host for this theme, the Valentine theme, love, sex, relationships, and dating, and all that. Because I don't know. I'm actually really excited to hear the juicy stories. Hello, guys. My name is Alphaleedah. On Twitch and literally all of my platforms, and I'm known for ASMR. Majority of my content is ASMR on YouTube, ASMR Leadah. However, I do also stream just chatting, and I do a little bit of gaming, and I like to dance on my Instagram. So there's a lot of like different types of content of me. We're like 3D personalities, so we have a few different things on different platforms to showcase ourselves. We're not 1D basic bitches. We're 3D personality. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know what else to say.
I'm just excited that you're here. I've been waiting for this. I think I asked you like months ago. You're like, let's do it in like February, because now I have like so many dates booked out. And then remember I messaged you. I was like, we haven't confirmed, and I sent you all the dates.
I think we low-key planned this from last year. There was something about last year. That's why I was...
You were on it. You were on the Valentine's one last year, right? The Love is in the Air one last year?
Yeah.
Yo, let's go.
Where I was like, yeah, let's do like a date night show. And then
I'm so excited
about it. So I'm here.
I'm so excited. This is going to be good. Chat. She brought questions. We both got curly hair, so we got that superpower.
The questions that I have, by the way, is from my chat. They're so clever, and they're very big brain. So I use their questions and my own questions, and some of them are pretty juicy, and some are going to be controversial. I want to like spice things up, I want to have smooth conversations, and then I want to spice things up.
I agree with you too. I have some relationship type, love type questions. I'm gonna be honest. My love life's been a little bit of a roller coaster in the past while since I moved here. It's really interesting.
Would you be in a good spot right now? Do you think you're in a good spot? Are you happy with like the way your love life is going on right now?
Sex wise, definitely not. Definitely not sex wise. I don't know. I love what I do. I love my career, and I don't know if I'm in between of wanting to settle down or just full on fuckboy mode. I would be honest with you. It's hard as a creator. I think a lot of creators struggle with this. It's like, do you settle down? And then if it's the wrong one, it can be very crucial. If it's the right one, it can be very powerful. And then if you kind of just do your thing and then you get some flings and keep that really good friendship, or, that good, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to climb up with your work. Because sometimes these emotions can get in the way, which is literally in my case. I'm not in a relationship, and I haven't been for over 2 years. And I don't think I'll start looking for a relationship for another 2 years. I can still do other stuff.
Yeah.
But relationship wise, I'm like, it's too, like when I love and care for someone, I care. So I'm like, I have to put my work and myself first right now. Let that grow, and then when I have a little extra time and I'm ready,
I like that.
I want to share the extra love I have with somebody else.
I love that. Yeah. Well, let's get the show on the road and hear what everybody else has to say, because we have a beautiful cast tonight. Do you see all the hotties in the chat?
Yes, and everybody's dressed up.
Everybody's dressed up.
It's so fucking hot. Dude.
Yeah, K Marie is on production. She always purposely does this stuff for a reason.
I love it. Oh my god, we got some like little cute furry little like cat ears and like little fox ears. That's really cute. I love that.
I'm excited for this. So let's get this going. Also, I think I saw Talia. Talia's in the chat. She's all the way from Australia and she's watching. Isn't that amazing? That's cool.
Thank you.
I love that. Yeah,
especially
right?
the time difference.
Let's get one more shout out for our beautiful co-host, Alphaleedah. I've known her for a long time now. She's a fun. By the way, you probably don't know this, but I actually refer you to a lot of creators.
You told me that before, but I'm like, I don't know what he means by that.
I feel like a lot of creators, I feel like you play the best of both worlds really well and you're successful at it. And that's something I talked about with some of the girls, where it's like you have your fun, goofy side and then you have your model, sexy, fun side. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah.
And if you can, excel at both of those, you're going to be extremely successful, because there's times I recruit girls and I'm like, I can't wait to have them on, or even some guys, and I'm just like, their personality is like a blank paper wall, You know what I'm talking about too. You know what I'm talking about.
Thank you. I work hard on my personality,
No, you're good. You're one of the OGs, and you're an OG for the reason. You're literally an OG for a reason.
All right. Chris. And before we do get started, guys, just a little favor. If you do have Prime subs, I know it sounds so like, ew, Prime subs, what is this marketing shit? If you do have Prime subs and you're enjoying it so far, feel free to use it. You can use it once a month to any streamer. And if you're here right now and you're enjoying it, feel free, and let's get this start.
You ready for this? I'm excited.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm a little more nervous on this show.
I'm nervous right now. You're nervous right now?
Yeah, usually I'm not. I think it's because it's like I'm excited. Like I'm excited because of the show, like the type of show it is, and these are my favorite type of shows. I'm excited. Let's do this. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's bring them all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 models. Oh, one more. Where's she at? There she is. Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Hi.
Holy hotness, right? Look at that. We know how to put a cast together.
That's so good.
We know how to put a cast together. My goodness. Look at this.
Let's go, stunners. All right, everybody.
All right, get your duct tape out, all you one-hand chatters. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the cast, because
Chris,
Alphaleedah and I already said it. Yeah.
Along with the introduction, can you also back up just so we can see what you're wearing? Because everybody looks so good.
Let's go ahead and I'm wearing this. I'm wearing some a little bit of a blazer.
You look so hot. Look at that handsome
Damn.
man.
Okay.
I'd let you buy me a drink.
A set. I don't usually wear sets, but it's brown and it just has like a little mini slit. But yeah.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Simple and cute.
That's amazing. I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and introduce all the beautiful people on the cast. Let's start with Arshi TV. You're going to be full screen. Establish your wonderful voice. And let's
go, everybody.
Get things going.
All right. My name is Arshi, and I full-time game stream, just chatting, just enjoying good vibes. Great community here. Do you guys see how beautiful everyone is? They're all showing off what they're wearing. I've got, this is the first date. Don't pay attention to the ears, but if they can't accept you for who you are, you gotta basically represent in any way you can. Other than that, we just thought about basically taking the next level, and thanks for having me on here. Looking forward to seeing what we have tonight. Love is in the air.
I'm really excited to have you on because I know you're a little sexy professor from that one show we did. Alphaleedah with the 10 gifted to get the show going. Look at her go. She's trying to seduce. She's already trying to seduce everyone.
Working.
Okay.
Alphaleedah coming in with the 10 gifted subs right here live on stream, everybody. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's get it going. Thank you so much, Archie, for joining us today. Next up, Leah. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm so glad you didn't do that like a few seconds earlier. I just had one of my curtains fall down and my whole ass was in the screen while I was trying to fix it.
Damn, we missed.
Hi. No. I was like, please don't cut to me. Please don't cut to me. Oh. Are we still showing off outfits? Because
Show off your outfit and tell everybody what you do.
I do date night like I'm going on The Bachelor.
Cute.
So always with the silly cocktail dresses. But on Twitch, you can usually find me in a hot tub. Or sometimes I play games really horribly. That's about it. And I'm drinking Disaronno Red Bull. So that's the odd
Let's fucking go.
green thing in my glass.
I'm super stoked you're here. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, shoot your shot.
Hey, yo. How we doing, KurlyChris? How we doing, everybody on the cast tonight? They all look fantastic. Everyone check. We just get a clap for how good everyone looks tonight. Because honestly, I'm here. I'll show off the fit, but honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing the Anchorman thing. I got some like running shorts on. Honestly, it's all about the appearance up here. But this is what we got. Some nice button up. That everyone told me to take off a shirt, so I did that. I think it was a good choice. Honestly, when the ladies tell you what to do, listen, because they know what's up. My name is Shoot Your Shot. I do just chatting variety 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'm an EDM photographer. I travel around the world taking photos of your favorite DJs and favorite festivals. And then I come home and then I scream at the internet. That's pretty much what I do every week.
Welcome
Good to see y'all.
show.
Thank you for having me on the Barcast.
It's a Saturday show. That's what you wanted.
I know. That's why I'm here. I canceled my own stream. Well, I didn't cancel. I rated in, but I was like, Chat, I got to do this. I got to do this.
Everyone that's here
So
from
thanks for
Shoot
having
Your
me
Shot
on.
raid, thank you so much for being here. Also from the Alphaleedah raid and the K-Marie raid. If I miss any, I apologize. I've been all over the place. Cheers to you.
And I'm drinking
Shot.
tequila tonight.
Okay, you get a little naughty tonight. Right.
Don't get me started.
Next up, K-Marie.
Hi.
K,
Hi.
are you wearing your... Are you wearing what? Yeah, I figured. Nice. Great job there. Wonderful.
Hi. I made this.
Slick
It took
move.
6 hours, but I made this. This is my outfit.
Tell everybody about your outfit a little bit and then what you do too.
I am going to a hardstyle rave next weekend with my mom and Archie TV.
Hey, yo.
And this is my outfit. So I'm going to be wearing this, and I made it, and it took a long time, and it's very heavy. Very heavy.
Like the little jewels? Is it like little jewels on the...
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get a close up?
Yeah, can we... yeah, is it... No, like for real, I actually want to see a little bit. Is it just the top? Is it like...
No, yo.
Hey, yo.
Well, there goes my first strike on Twitch, so.
Certainly looks,
I don't know what you're talking about.
certainly looks sturdy.
Anyways,
Showing
wonderful
off my rave
outfit.
outfit.
Yeah, it's your rave
Thank you.
outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
tell me
game.
what you do besides raving.
I do art. I do digital art, traditional art. I body paint. I IRL stream. And I'm starting a rave bra business, which I decided not long ago. I just wanted to practice first. And I have a lot of people asking me for rave bras now. So I'm going to start doing that. It lights up. There's diamonds.
really cool,
There's cool
yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
As a host, I have no idea what to say. I don't know how to compliment something like this, but wonderful outfit.
Thank you.
That's all I can say.
Just a nice smile.
Nice, yeah.
I have a big personality.
Yeah. Thank you.
Personality.
You do.
Plural.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and transition over before we all get hypnotized to trading.
Too late.
Oh,
Go
hey
ahead,
y'all.
Trady.
My name's Trady. I made this outfit last night. This is actually a tie, but I made it into a bow tie just for today. As you can tell, I'm from Australia with my accent, and it is currently 11 in the morning, and I'm drinking wild turkeys like a champion.
I love
I
that.
stream on Twitch. I play video games very badly, but I do yell a lot of swear words and a lot of Australian slang, so that's what keeps it entertaining. But I'm happy to be here. There's so many beautiful people on the show, and I want to learn more about love and sex and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
So clueless. I've got no idea.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Thank you for drinking at 10 a.m. I appreciate that.
Anything for you, mate. Anything.
Oh, I love Australians. All right, Trady, welcome to the show, man. All right, next up, the little snowboarder she is. What's up, Daddy's little fox?
Hey, happy Saturday. I'm Daddy's little fox, but you can call me Fox. I thought a great date would be on the mountain, ending with tacos and tequila in a hot tub. So that's the fit. I got the jacket, but I was sweating my balls off. I was sweating. I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm into TikTok. I do all kinds of spicy stuff. And I'm all about talking about sex, BDSM, and honestly, actually mental health, as long as it's TOS friendly. And it's nice to meet you. Can't wait to drink and to talk about date night and all the good things.
I love
Awesome.
the choker.
Thank you.
Excited for you to be here, and welcome back to the stream.
Thank you. Thanks, Daddy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Say anything. I literally just put the cast
How are
together.
you hosting? How are you hosting right now?
don't
These
know,
women
Andy.
are too hot.
I don't know. I'm
Daddy
doing my
Chris.
best. I'm doing my best.
We can only call Chris Daddy from now on.
Yeah,
Listen.
you're doing great
Daddy
job.
Chris.
You're
Y'all
doing
need
it
to-
curly.
Y'all need to chill out, okay?
I would have
Daddy Chris
literally
from now on.
obliterated at that
Daddy.
moment.
Okay.
All right, Daddy.
Obliterate away. And speaking of obliterated, Amity, we saw your Twitter post. Go ahead and do your intro.
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm Amity. I like scary stuff. I'm drinking wine right now, and I'm kind of nervous because it usually makes me sleepy, but I'm gonna try to be very talkative. That's my goal. So yeah.
I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for all your help, and thank you for being you these past couple. We've been friends for a while now, so I'm excited.
Yeah, we really have. But
Thanks for all the help on production and messaging me back when it's an important message I need.
you're welcome, Chris. You're welcome. Don't stop.
All right. Thank you, Amity.
Change.
No, this is funny. Clip this, yo, so I can use it against her. All right, next up, Barcast Bad Girl Sues. Congratulations on partnership, by the way. It looks so good next to your name. It looks so good next to your name.
Thanks.
Congrats. She was like, yeah, thanks.
Chris.
Congrats.
Eating my granola bar. Hi guys.
Yeah, eat
My
away.
name's Suze. I'm a variety streamer. I mostly do just chatting. We talk about philosophy and also just shit post, but out of my mouth. I don't know, dude. I'm here like all the time. What more do you need to know? I'm just here to vibe and learn about sex and love because I don't get either of those. Let's go.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram post.
Which one?
So, would you ask someone to take one for the team?
Oh, okay. That was my close friend story. Can you relax?
Oh,
That was my close friend story. No.
I didn't say
No,
that.
move
I
on.
didn't-
Move on.
we're
No,
moving
move
We're
on.
good.
Move on.
Thank you for putting on the close friend story.
What is wrong with you?
Justine, go ahead.
Oh my god.
I want to know now.
Oh, am I next? Right?
Yes, Justine, you're next.
Hello? Did I just freeze?
Nope, you're good.
I
You're good.
froze.
Oh.
How'd you freeze? What happened?
You froze. on
There she
the-
goes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You good?
Screenshot that. Not bad.
Next one, Daddy.
All right, we'll come right back to you, Justine, once you get unfrozen from the cast.
You look great though.
Yeah.
Dragon, you're next.
It's a great freeze frame.
I know. That's actually not bad. Usually it gets kind of bigger.
Go ahead, Dragon.
Oh, me. It's my turn.
It's your turn,
Hi.
yeah.
My name is Dragon. I'm a variety streamer and content creator. I play a lot of RPGs. I like Final Fantasy, Dragon Age, and Zelda. I'm a degenerate, very horny on main energy.
Oh,
And you can
okay.
find me here at Twitch. Here is the fit.
What? That was a sick transition.
Thank you. I practiced a lot.
Yo, you got 2 points already. It's your first time on the show. You fit right in. Horny on the main. We love to see it, right? That's awesome. Okay, well, it's your first time on here. I think you're the only new one, so we're gonna really. I was gonna say we're really gonna drill you, but it's not the right episode to say that. But
Essentially.
yeah. I gotta work on this hosting thing. Well, Dragon, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
Thank you for letting me come. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Daddy.
A gentleman always lets. Never mind. Next on, Miss DeVille.
Oh, me. Oh, hi. My name is Ms. DeVille, and I guess lately we've been streaming wrestling a lot on Twitch. We watch 90s, 80s, 70s, 1000s era, WWE, AEW, stuff like that. We also play games sometimes. I'm a huge cosplayer, a thirst trap catfish, because I dress like a hobo most of the time. Or I don't wear clothes, but I have to wear them to stream, so. Oh, and the fit. I don't know. I dressed up like if I ever went on a date, someone would have to know how weird I am, like up front. Otherwise, they're like, I don't know. They're going to be surprised, you know.
Oh, okay. You would dress like that on a date? That's
yeah, why not? Someone has to know how fucking weird I am.
True. I love this.
What, you don't think I look cute?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think when someone thinks they're weird, I think they're the most fun. I think it's the opposite way around.
Yeah.
I get excited about that.
But yeah. I like weird people.
Miss DeVille, your makeup every time I see you is literally breathtaking.
I'll cry. You're literally so gorgeous.
Miss DeVille, if it makes you feel any better, the girls on production, they see you on chat and they message me like, "Can I come on, Chris?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, dude!" They do it every single time.
Please.
Welcome back. We're still waiting on Justini. I think that was all the introductions from everybody. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. And then we're waiting on Justini. But before she comes back, let's go ahead. Oh, I just shoot a 4-pack. That's awesome.
Oh, but
there's nothing.
Australia stands by you.
Well, I'll go grab another 4. I told myself I was only going to drink like 2 to 3, and of course already 4 down when the show just started.
Let's go, baby.
You're on the right track.
Come on, Daddy.
Listen, I was like, I took a shoey, and then the lighting was bad, so I was like, fuck it, let's do another one. And then someone called me out in the pre-party and was like, do another shoey, and I'm like, fuck this, I'll do it on stream. So I did a shoey.
Hey, you're not in the closet anymore.
Yeah, I'm a free man, you know? It's a lot more space.
Wait, where's Brittany?
She's right over there. She's on her knees over there.
Oh, let's go.
Slave for you?
All right. Well, we're still waiting on Justine to come back. Let's go ahead and kick it off with the first topic. Everybody that's here, let's go ahead and cheers to a wonderful Saturday night. Thank you, everyone that's here.
Welcome to another episode of Kurly's Bizarre Barcast. Totally bizarre. Just a bunch of friends hanging out, talking about random topics while having some beers, cocktails, wine, and anything with alcohol, really.
Please, I'll do one. Wait, no,
I've never done one before, but I will.
All right.
Dragon, time out. You're not going to last the whole show.
Alphaleedah, would you also, just let you know, Alphaleedah is the co-host tonight. And right before Alphaleedah starts, we probably have to have Justini come back because she's right
Am
there.
I here?
She is.
Yeah.
Am I here?
Yes. Welcome.
Alphaleedah is going to do the first topic. Justini, go ahead and do your intro first.
Hello. What timing was that PC crash? Am I right? I'm Teeny. I'm taking a shot. My PC's been giving me problems lately. I love you though.
Has it just been randomly restarting? Mine keeps doing that.
Mine too.
It just like freezes and then nothing will like open, and I'll do like a speed test and stuff. And my Wi-Fi is good, and then my PC's trash. But yeah, I'm Teeny. I don't know. I'm down bad. Shout out to the Down Bad crew if you guys are in chat. But yeah, I just like to talk about sex and fucking and dick and.
Yep, that's why we invited you, to be honest. You're good on your intro.
That's a vibe.
I've been doing it for an entire year. Yo, Justine, can you answer the topic? Dick! Thank you, Justine. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Chris.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. All right. Alphaleedah, I heard you have some beautiful, wonderful questions. Are you ready?
So my first question is, who should pay on the first date?
Oh.
Because this can be controversial, but sometimes people are like, they have a simple answer.
I would say.
Can we just shout out answers?
Yeah, I would say men.
So,
do you want to call on someone?
But it
And
depends.
why? Tell me. why.
This is Alphaleedah. She's co-hosting, so she gets to make the rules.
Okay, Alphaleedah, how do we answer?
Oh, so my question was, who should pay on the first date, and then you just answer who you think should pay on the first date, based on your own experiences and the type of relationships to go for, and tell me why. But do you guys? Okay, why don't I just start with Justini, and then we'll work one by one.
Okay. I mean, I honestly don't mind paying for the first date, to be honest. It just depends. Like I usually go after like long distance relationships, probably because I'm like online all the time, you know? So like if we ever meet IRL, it's probably them coming over, you know? So like if they're making that trip, I'm going to pay for like everything, you know, else. Does that make sense? So like I don't really care about like who pays on the first date. I don't mind doing it. But if it's like I've never been on like a blind date or like anything like that. So I wouldn't know about that situation, you know.
Shoot your shot.
I got like a methodology, all right? I think that the person asking the other person on a date should be paying. But say like, you know, I'm the one that asks, I'm going to pay for that date. And if they are like, "Oh, let me split." I'm going to say no, I'm going to pay for it twice. If you want it 3 times, we're going to go Dutch. All right, I'm not going to make you like get paid for it. Some people love to pay for themselves, and that's totally fine.
What does Dutch mean?
You split the bill.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
If they want to split the bill, I'm going to ask twice. No, don't worry, I have it. It's all good. I got it. If they really want to pay for the bill, I'm not going to say no. You know, you guys can do what you want. That's how I handle it.
Though. Like that you asked twice, because that is nice because it shows a bit of effort, you know. But then if they say it again a third time, then I think that makes sense. So I think that is great. Like especially whoever invites first, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's for me saying like I'm bringing them on a date. So I know a lot. Like I've been on a bunch of dates where you know where I invited them, I bring them out to a nice place and you know great time, and they still want to split the bill no matter what because they don't want to have they don't want to have the implication that they like owe anything or anything like that. That's how it's been explained to me. So you know I'll give it away if they really want to split the bill.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I'm like a bit of a spoiler when I'm like in. So it means a lot to me when the other partner, if they invited me, because I'm not very good at inviting people on dates, if I'm being honest. But if they invited me on a date and they put in the effort to pay the first time, it almost makes me feel like, oh, that's great. So now, like, I'll buy drinks for the rest of the night. Or if we go to a bar sometime, surprise. Like, because I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to pay for me. But I like to be like sneaky about it. I'm like, and they're like, go to pay the bill and it's already paid. Like, that's kind of my vibe. But I like to do that. So I never want to like anyone to have to feel like they should take care of me, but it does feel nice when they want to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Personally.
It's funny you asked that question because the two recent dates I've been on, the girl has paid for them because I've been broke. Like I was straight up say it, and I told them that I was like, "Yo, you want to go on a date, but I'm broke, so I don't feel comfortable going." They're like, "No, don't worry, I'll pay." And
that's a good girl.
Yeah, well, like
oh god.
Two different dates, 2 different girls.
She was the same girl. She was
okay. She's paid twice.
Yeah, she's keen. Like she's a great, very smart, powerful woman, and I made sure to repay her back in a different way. So
hey yo.
Yo.
Trady, you don't know anything about sex. Just kidding. No.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, I don't know anything.
I was making sure. We're here to educate you. Thank you.
I really like that.
I got my learning glasses on.
Brady, I have a question for you though.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Carbosource Lex just rated in. Let's go ahead and have Alphaleedah take the floor and ask the question for all the new people. Go ahead,
Same
Alphaleedah.
question, right? We're
repeat the
going
same
through
question.
Yeah. So, Trady, I have a question for you. So, if the 2 ladies, they paid for your dinner or the date, how many times till you felt like, did they keep doing it? Like, how many times did that happen?
Well, it was only one girl, but it's happened many times before. I never feel comfortable with it, but like I'm just gonna go with it. Like a lot of the times they reassure me and say like, you know, well, like it started off with like an Instagram message saying, "Oh, do you want to go out or something?" And I'd be like, "Yo, straight up, I'm just broke. Like I can't afford to." And then they'd be like, "Oh, I'll pay." And so from there, I'm like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Well, I'm hungry, so I'll come. I'll come, and then I'll, you know."
Oh, come on.
I'll do my due diligence, yeah. But it's not always that case. They, you know, it's not everything's about sex. Sometimes they want to get to know you, but you know, whatever.
Sometimes.
But
Sometimes.
yeah, sometimes. It's very rare. But yeah, go.
So Instagram DMs, okay.
Should I be asking the same question to everybody? Cause
Yes, if you ask the same question to everyone,
Okay.
that one can kind of answer it, especially for people
All
listening
right.
in.
Leah, what do you think about you know, the guy paying for the first date and the second and the third? Or do you want to pay?
I don't think I would let the guy pay for all of them. Like if a guy wants to pay on the first date, like I appreciate that and I'd probably fight it. And then if he was like, "Oh, okay, we can just split it," then okay. But like I agree with like I would first like I'd respect it if the guy paid, especially if he invited me. But then, you know, if he accepts my wanting to pay for my half, like that's fine. I don't know.
They're so awesome with their answers. Like, I'm expecting someone to say completely opposite. Like, I just wanted to be like, men always have to pay. Or, like, I would never pay. Like, I'm expecting someone to just have like a different
I haven't
story.
answered yet, so.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I want to do K Marie and then we'll do Miss DeVille.
Okay. Personally, I like to spoil people, especially if I'm taking them out. But I mean, I agree with what Shoot said with like, if you're inviting someone on a date, I feel like it might be like you pay for that person if you're inviting them on the date. But I'm the kind of person where but I'm the kind of person where I actually like to spoil and I like to treat people. So I always offer. And if they want to split it, is fine, but I'll still offer in hopes that they take it. I'm that kind of person.
I want to like question something. Let's say like this person that you're into keeps like, you know, gets spoiled by you. When is it like your boundary to be like, okay, you can spoil me now? Like, because I know you're a giver, but when is it like, okay, now they're taking too much and they're getting so used to it?
That's hard. Because I don't know. And if that's gonna get deep, like I'm really nice.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I like being spoiled, but I like spoiling. So I kind of believe when it comes to relationships, especially in even dating, that everything should go 50-50. So like if I paid one time, that person should pay the next time, or you split it one time. I don't know. I think that would be like the best, but I don't know how I would like reciprocate that, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you feel like over time, in the past, like I want to say like 10 years, it's a little bit different? Because I remember when I used to go on dates, I paid for everything, and I don't think I really had a date or anybody I went on a date with offer to take me on one until I was like in my mid 20s, to be honest, and I'm 28 now. So I feel like in the past 3 years or 4 years, it's changed a lot more and it's become more neutral.
I've only been on 2 dates. Like a woman has only brought me on a date twice, right? 2 different women, and they were both like kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie, they were both like probably the worst dates ever. One of them was just like so bad. It was a girlfriend I was dating at the time. She forgot her wallet or purse or whatever, so I paid. So it's like I paid for everything. Like, and then some of the things that she wanted to do were closed, not open. It was awful. Like I've never been brought on like a proper date from a lady. Like one that was like really like they paid for everything, they planned everything, and I'm just there to be pretty.
Want that? Would you?
Yeah, I do want that. I want that, and I want roses too.
Wine and dine.
I want to be wine and dine too.
Dine.
I feel like I did hear this quote though that was men receive their first bouquet of roses at their funeral, and I think about that a lot, and I think that men should get flowers off there more often. But if you think about it, that's morbid, but it's true, and it makes you go.
That's so sad.
It is sad.
I'm sad now.
Doesn't that make you want to give flowers away to men
I'll
more
take
often?
flowers.
It made me want to do it. It made
I
me
don't
want
know
to
what I
give
would
flowers.
do. I don't know what I would do.
I actually
Maybe.
had that conversation with chat the other day, and like all of the men in my chat were like, "Yeah, I would love flowers. Like, I would love that." It's just like the thought, you know. And I was like,
"Yeah, it's the thought."
I'm getting everyone flowers now.
I think it,
No,
I think
I'll
it would
take
be
flowers
game
in the form of
I think
alcohol.
I think it would be game over if somebody gave flowers to me. 100%.
Damn, I didn't know
Game
how
over
it
was
worked.
watching anime on the first date.
That's game over?
I'm still dating that girl now. First, we watched Tokyo
there you
Ghoul
go.
on the first date and then banged, but it was a Tokyo
she
Ghoul
sounds
that really
hot.
got us going.
Yo.
Alan.
Miss DeVille, who should pay on the first date?
You're all gonna hate me, but I actually don't care. I am a spoiled brat, and therefore I like everything given to me whenever I want it, and whenever I don't ask for it. And as a pansexual, I can't say like men should pay, you know, or like whoever should pay. But like if you're inviting me out, like I'm not paying. I'm not. I'm just not going to.
Exactly.
And I'm also too shy to ask people on a date. So you have to ask me on the date, and you have to pay. So.
Oh,
My standards are just too high, and I think that's
I'll
why I'm
take you on
paying.
she
a
knows
date.
what she wants, and she gets what
I
she
like
wants.
that energy that you know what you want, though. I feel like
Yeah, that's true.
No one's
Yeah.
answer is wrong. It's all about perspective and what like you're finding someone that matches the same energy.
There's somebody
yeah.
out there that wants to
Well said,
continue give and
Roblox.
spoil you, so there's nothing wrong with
Thank
that.
you.
For sure.
Where are you? Look, I'm waiting.
I'll be honest when it comes to this question, Alphaleedah. I think I'm just more happy the fact that a girl plans a date, because my whole life I planned every single date. And it's crazy because I ask my guy friends if they plan the dates. They're like, nah, my girlfriend plans the dates. And every relationship I've been in, I planned everything. The only time something hasn't been planned was one girl from like 5 months ago, and then my ex-girlfriend from 10 years ago. That's how big of a gap it's been. That's pretty sad, to be honest.
I hate when you like have a wicked plan set up for a first date with someone you've been talking to, and then on the night they're like, "Oh, sorry, I can't make it," and you're like, well, "I guess I'll go fuck myself." Jesus.
No.
Another date with the beers tonight. Let's fucking go.
Just have to say, I would date everyone on this cast, and I would pay. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to get the polycule going.
I don't want to
Let's
pay.
do it.
I don't want to pay, but I'll come.
That's me.
All right, Justine, let's go ahead and clip that and use that. We're on TwitchCon. Let's all take
Hold you
turns.
accountable.
I'm going
call
broke on
last.
TwitchCon. Let's go.
Going broke at TwitchCon. Love to see it.
All right, Archie, what's your answer? I feel like you're the one that would be paying all the time, but it would be nice for someone else to be like to take that initiative.
Yeah, I usually pay all the time, but I think there's like a combination of things. There's a pet peeve I've noticed on my dates, and I didn't like it. It didn't make me want to go on date number 2 or 3. Whenever the bill would hit the floor, I would see the person I'm dating would just get up and go to the bathroom for like 30 minutes.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
That's rough.
yeah, it just like turned me off, and I don't mind paying for it, but I don't know. It just was.
It's
very
the expectation that you pay for it, which is a turn off, I bet.
Yeah, and I don't mind doing it, but I go crazy for the girl who even tries to reach for the bill. I just like, I want to hit their hand, but I shouldn't. I just basically put my hand right underneath theirs, and then they claw their fingers on my hand. I'm like, please let me pay for it. Let me be a man. it's like, and so it's just a difference. As far as what other people said, inviting to the date, I think communication is important. If you are going to go on a date with somebody, like for instance, the Instagram story with Trady, I would say that's very important. The way he said, like, I don't have any money, and she says, I'll be willing to pay for it. That's very, very, very powerful. Versus expectations of going there and then ruining it. A lot of people like the surprise element, but traditionally, how many times have that surprise element really worked in your favor? And so
Usually talk about who should pay for the first date, like the first, I don't know, date with your partner that you're going on a date with. Like, have you ever just
let's
had
imagine, just imagine you and me are talking right now, and
Yeah.
I'll bring it up in a text message with you saying like, if I'm going to take you on a date, I want to pay for that bill.
that?
And then
Okay,
you'd
so
be
you say
like,
right up. Okay.
yeah, you'd be like, okay. And then be like, then you would actually try to spice it up saying, if you're going to pay for it, I want to take you to ice cream, my favorite place. And that's
Aw,
where
that's
you would,
That's cute. That's cute.
yeah.
That's a good payback.
There's always drinks after the dinner date too, right? So I'll pay for this, and you get a couple of drinks, and then you just pay for the drinks anyways.
I'll show you to my private spa, which is not ours. It's actually this millionaire's place. I'm like, okay. It's like, what?
Break in.
Exactly.
And I think that's the real answer here. Just nobody should pay. Just nobody pay.
We need the socialized dates.
Dude, if that happens.
Exactly.
Has anyone
Socialism,
done
but dating.
Fuck with that.
Anybody dine and dash ever before?
No.
I don't know, accidentally.
You're a shit human being if you ever do
I
that.
don't think anyone would raise their hand up for this.
I think
If you have your shit, you're a garbage person.
In a game.
I need
Trash.
to be honest. In Las Vegas, there was somebody that was calling me out saying you would never do this activity. I talked to the manager beforehand. I gave him my credit card so he can pay for the bill and told him the percentage tip. And I said, we're going to dine and dash, but tell the server everything. I want you to react to it. And so we dine and dash, but I gave him my credit card ahead of time.
That's genius. You're probably
You actually paid. That's
bad
not.
boy.
That's content though.
Iconic.
Till this
You
day,
didn't know. As long as she didn't know, that's
You're
all
a
that
bad
mattered.
boy. Oh my gosh.
I
Oh my
did it
god.
one time
Archie's
as
such
a
a
master.
bad guy.
Ooh, like,
She's all hot and bothered because you're dining and dash.
oh, let's go home.
He's so risky. I thought he was so clean cut.
It was the only way
And
I
his
could do it,
BDSM
like,
tattoo or tie. How many straps do you have on you right now? You got the arms. You got the BDSM tie.
It's like
I meant straps.
BDSM tie.
Throws them out,
Strapped.
strap you down,
Hands is strapped.
dominate you.
Is that a leather vest?
Not another vest.
He's got like a little
Sus.
band on his arm too, though. It's
What kind of
very
pants are you wearing?
Oh,
Assless class?
That's the
It's
help.
there.
Basically, lift your. If you guys are eating, this you're basically helping to have
Say
your feet
assless
full.
chaps,
A lot of
is
people
that-
don't understand that.
Yeah.
You're like a Final Fan. I don't know what I'm saying.
Show us the assless chaps.
Yeah, let's see them.
You'll do crazy.
Does anyone own assless chaps?
I used to ride horses, so yeah.
Oh,
They're
Help
from
me understand what
horses?
that is. Assless chaps.
Why'd you spank it?
I don't know what it is.
assless chaps.
I'm like, you don't have an ass.
Fuck, mate.
Now we know why you pay for the date, Archie. We know why you pay for the date, baby.
Yeah. It's my
Archie low key soft dom. Putting it out there.
High key, high key.
High key. Okay, fine. High key soft dom.
Soft
see
dom,
it.
pleasure dom, and maybe a rigger, like with.
Yeah. Yeah.
100% pleasure dom.
You could read that across the room, though. And
For sure. Yeah, like, it's all red. You called him out.
Look at him watching. He's like, "You're not wrong. You're not."
Daddy.
I call him out because I know Archie so well. Archie,
So
we love
cute,
you.
please.
Oh, I love the blushing.
I'd let you pay for my date,
Thank you.
Yeah.
and I'll stay while you pay it.
Forward.
You like being called daddy or no?
He's lying. He definitely does. That is a lie.
The problem is,
This is amazing.
they're gonna be looking at me like, "Is this your
You're
daughter?"
full
I'm like,
screen.
no,
You're full
no,
screen.
full screen, man.
Matches his shirt.
I've never seen Archie just fluster in his life.
I don't know.
Is it the same color as your shirt, Archie? Are you okay?
Okay.
You don't blush that hard when it's correct.
True.
That's not would blush like that. He's a
True.
sweetie.
All right, who else do we have, Alphaleedah? And I'll be
I
RB.
think we have.
I'm four deep, so.
Rose, Amity, and Dragon. Three more.
Die.
All right, so who should pay for the first date?
Whoever invites the other person, but also I will be paying if I don't want to talk to you ever again. I'm gonna be honest.
That happens.
Wait,
That's a
have you ever
signifier.
I like that.
Have you ever
Yeah.
had that happen to you?
There was this guy that I was hooking up with, and he took the opportunity. We just went out to lunch. I didn't think we were like going on a date. I thought we were just eating. And he was like, I just want you to know I see you as more than just your body. Like, I really want to get to know you. And I was like,
oh.
So I paid and we stopped hooking up. I thought we were on the same page. No, I thought that's not. I just thought we were on the same page. And then he blindsided me and was like, we should. And I was like,
you caught feelings and you're like, goodbye.
You know, I've been caught up in that situation where I was like, seeing this girl and I thought we were like, you know, progressing. And she was like, no, I just wanted to bang. You've ruined it. Like, I don't want to make hummus with you. I'm leaving.
That's right. I don't want to make hummus with you.
Is that what you call sex?
No. Like, literally, I just invited her over. We're going to make a dinner. And we made hummus.
That's the emotional intimacy. That's making hummus.
Yeah. Just mashing chickpea.
Yeah.
That's
big fan of chickpea.
How do you make hummus? Now teach me, guys.
It's chickpea. Yeah.
You know what?
It's chickpeas, garlic.
Grind that shit down.
Go ahead. I was gonna say with Zeus, it kind of caught me off guard, like how you guys went to lunch and then that was kind of like a date. Because like if I were to go on a lunch with someone, that's not a date. It's usually like.
I mean, to be fair, we just like hooked up before that. Like we'd been hooking up for like a couple months.
And we smashed and he's like, let's eat.
And then we went to go eat, and he's like, just by the way, I don't want you to like, because guys think they're like, okay, this is a whole nother issue. Guys think they're doing you a favor by being like, I want you to know that I care about you. It's like that is not what's happening. I don't need you to pretend you like me for this to keep going. Just let's be honest. This is what's happening. We don't have to like each other. Let's just hang out, you know?
Did you make it clear, though, that this was just like a physical intimacy thing?
I thought we were both clear. We didn't talk about anything ever. We had nothing in common other than the sex.
I've had a relationship like that, where someone at the beginning of it was like very clear that they were like, I'm not looking for anything more. Like, we're just going to be hooking up and hanging out. Like, we're not looking for anything more. And we did technically go on like dates. We saw like Mr. Rogers, the movie, and we went out to dinner and stuff. But like,
Mr. Rogers has a movie.
Yeah, it was really nice. Kind of sad. But like, then she just like ghosted me and out of nowhere. And so I was like, all right, like I guess that's the end of that. But it was purely like a physical thing.
Yeah.
So
understandable, but it was very defined.
He gave you the special and you gave him the lunch special?
I love that. I love the cheeks perk on Curly. Was just
Amity?
I honestly don't care. Like, I really don't. Like, I was raised in a way that money was never a big deal. So I feel like if they're not like reaching for the check, I'm 100% okay with paying, you know, because I don't want to make them feel like they need to pay. Like, that's really weird to me. So I really don't care. Like, I'll offer, but if they don't let me, then like they can do it. Or if they accept my offer, that's even better. Like, I don't mind. But if they pay, then I feel like I definitely have to get them back.
I would hate to dates where it's like about the money. And
yeah, exactly.
Like the money just becomes so awkward and that continues throughout the relationship and throughout the dates.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
It becomes about money.
I think there's a way to do it that makes both parties happy.
I agree.
Because you can do it in a way that makes the other person like feel like they owe you. You can do it in a way that makes the other person excited to think of something that is unique that they can offer back. You can really ruin that whole date at the very end with the bill. So be very careful. Be very careful on how you address that.
I think like even maybe just the mention of like it could put somebody off, so it needs to be very like smooth, you know, like very just flow.
Yeah.
What Archie said, like if he's like, hey, I'm taking you on a date and by the way, it's on me. You know, like
that's nice.
Yeah. It's like, okay, we don't need to think about who's gonna pay for what or whatever. And if you want to grab the drinks, that's cool.
Yeah. My tip would be, if I could just add this to the question, is think of all the red flags for you that would cause you to feel uncomfortable and make sure you discuss that before you go on that date. Because if you don't have that discussion, you're hoping. Listen, Matt, I'll give you an example.
Let me discuss everything that makes me uncomfortable with you. Before the first date. That's what the first date is for.
No.
Is that a red flag in itself?
Shoot your shot. I'm going to basically take you on a date.
Wait.
Shoot your shot on a date. Here we go. I'm like, shoot your shot. I'm going to take you to this.
Let me put you guys together. 1 second. Let me put you guys next to each other and I'll get a little date action.
I just feel like if I go to shoot your shot, I know I could actually take him on a date.
There you go.
Okay. All right, so shoot your shot. I'm looking right at you, okay? And so I want you to know that I want to take you on a date. It's going to be omakase and just any type of alcohol you want, as long as you can drive back home. Let's have a good time.
We're taking an Uber, baby.
I'm offering you.
Taking an Uber back to your place.
We're taking
omakase.
Yeah.
Omakase and sake. Let's go, boy.
Okay.
I'm definitely
so that
sucking
means
your
like
dick.
I want to have the bill for this one, and I want to take you out. These are the reasons why. And then now you know, you order whatever you want, you eat whatever you want. You don't have to worry about that. All of those like thoughts in your head, like, hey, can this person afford? I'm going to order this food or this drink. It's already out of the way. That's what I meant. Then you talk about the other red flags, but that's what I meant.
This is a wonderful, great topic to start off the show, Alphaleedah. Got everybody going, thinking.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's the most?
Wait.
That's
DM
illegal.
me.
That's
DM me.
illegal.
DM me.
Okay.
Just in case.
That's illegal.
I mean, it's I know I'm a wild card, but I'm not that much of a wild card.
No, there was somebody on the show that's on for like a year, and she does a wonderful job, and she had to ask one question that just triggered the cast, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Okay, so what's happening?
Oh, spill the tea. Just kidding.
I want to know Dragon's answer.
Let's hear it, Dragon.
Yeah.
So you all had really nice answers. It makes me kind of nervous. I agree with Miss DeVille.
Thank you.
I like to consider myself an independent baddie, but I'm also a spoiled brat. And in a relationship, I feel like I'm very 50-50. And if somebody asked me out on a date, I would probably offer to split it with them or pay for it, but I would really want them to pay for it, at least for the first date.
So that is your red flag.
That's
on the
not
first
like
date,
me at all.
If they don't take over, yeah, exactly. It's like you're giving him a hint, but if you f it up right now,
that's the last.
You're done. Yeah.
See, I've no problem with that like lifestyle. Like, God bless you. You do your thing, independent baddies, get your money, get your dinners, all that fun stuff. But like, if I went on a date with someone expecting me to fully pay on the first date, like, it just that's not the vibe I go with. I like to have a partner, not like a
personally know that
Totally valid.
because you said you would offer to pay. So how do you know that someone expects that of you?
He's like,
like Archie said.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you get it.
He goes to the
like Archie said, you know, the check comes down and they walk away. You know, they're expecting you to pay for that. Like behavior like that, or like ordering lobster or shit like that. You know, like that would fuck me up. I'm not gonna lie.
And already I talked, but did I cut someone off?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say something else on the subject, unless we're like too much time on this one. So I had a boyfriend that would like never let me pay for anything. Of course, I didn't have a job, but he was like, no, I got you. Get whatever you want. Let's get appetizers. Let's get nice drinks.
Ooh.
And would never, ever, ever take no for an answer. And then he would go to our mutual friends and bitch about the fact that I never paid for anything.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Get gaslit.
Like, so,
Absolutely gaslit.
no, this guy absolutely never let me pay for anything, and then would always be like, I wish you would just get a job.
What?
Yeah.
Audacity.
So you dumped him, right?
Yeah, I got rid of him.
You don't deserve that. Fuck that.
What?
But how do you really, really know that someone's comfortable with that, even if they're like, no?
Well, I mean, that's just indicative of being a shitty person or not
that's
having
like
good
a
communication
far-fetched,
skills.
Like, I'm so sorry that happened, by the way. Fuck that guy.
I do like to be devil's advocate in a lot of situations, but that guy.
Why does he need an advocate?
I was gonna say, Archie, fuck you.
Why, Archie? Why does he need an advocate? Why does the devil need you to advocate for him, you fucking goof ass?
Very true. But listen, I said I am a devil's advocate, but this situation, the guy's a douchebag. Like, I can't do it. I don't know what kind of space, dude. I was like, saying, like, I am a devil's advocate. I can't think of a situation where the guy is a nice guy. He's a douche. That's all I was gonna say. My bad. You're right.
We had the same friends, so they would come back and tell me the next day.
Wow.
God.
Did you ever confront him?
Yes, and he'd be like, "What? No, what are you talking about? I would never say that ever." And like several people would come back and tell me.
That's
Sounds
disgusting.
insecure.
And then as soon as we broke up, I was a gold digger. So
Good for you. You deserve it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, like
Congratulations.
that's what everybody thought of me for some reason.
Oh.
I was like,
Well, you
no,
should
no, 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 no.
No, you make your
actually.
money, Leah. You make it.
God, no. If people are gonna give you their money, like, you're welcome.
Hey yo.
Yeah, that's not your
Hey, yo.
responsibility. If he's the
Oh,
one
fuck no.
shipping it out. What?
No, it's I think expectations is a terrible thing. A lot of people don't communicate enough.
Yeah. Well, it comes down to communication. Because he was like, if he was like, "Hey, honey, I love spoiling you," but sometimes I wonder if that's the only reason why you're talking to me. That's a totally different situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if it means a lot to you. You know what I mean? And then that would be a total conversation. You could be like, "Holy shit, I love that you spoil me, but I didn't know you felt that way. Like, let me take care of you as well." And love language is a thing. Like, there's a lot of shit involved in there.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Well, wonderful topic, Alphaleedah. Way to start this show really strong. High expectations now for the rest of the show.
Well, hold on. Can I hear Alphaleedah's perspective and KurlyChris? Like, I know you guys are on the show with us. Come on.
Also, Monstrosity, thank you so much for spoiling me. I appreciate it.
Alphaleedah,
So
help me
for
understand.
me, I like to pay half or I'll cover up. I don't mind. It's not an issue. But the first date, he has to pay for the first date. Even if I invited him, I want him to pay. And the reason why is because sometimes guys, or just based on experiences and in the past, they get too comfortable and they get too spoiled and then they stay there. And for me, I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that he doesn't have issues about money. If I'm like, hey, you're paying the first date. But the thing is, I don't say anything, but I will talk about it. If we're trying to before going on dates, we'll talk about dates and who covers who and whatever, when you have these conversations before you actually go out on the date. But for me, I'm like, yeah, I want the guy to pay first. And it's never, and then, I don't know, I've never had issues with a guy that's like, oh my God, how dare you be independent, but how dare you make me pay the first date? I'm like, I literally got you for the rest of the dates. It's not an issue. But the first one, I want to make sure that money is not a problem to you.
Well said.
I like that.
Big agree.
Shows a lot of intention.
But at the same time, what I'm hearing from you is you already did your due diligence to recognize this person would be at that capacity.
Exactly. I don't just go out on.
You're not going to be like, oh, this guy just DM me. Okay, maybe I'm going to try it out.
No,
Hopefully he pays for it. It's like, you've done your due diligence. You know this individual has a background, has an education.
Rocks up on a bicycle.
Yeah, some people can talk a lot of shit.
I'm talking about trading. Hey.
A lot of people can talk a lot of shit, but people need to put where their money, where their mouth is, you know?
True.
I get that.
Your money where my mouth is.
Okay. All right.
That was
Literally on my
All right.
way. I'm literally. I will be your sugar mama.
I might switch up my opinion on dating now.
Now I'm flushing.
Chris, let's hear yours.
First date on me, let's go.
I learned while I was young. So I started dating since 15, 16. I had a girlfriend. So when I started in my early 20s going on a lot more dates, what I decided to do was, and this is such great advice for anybody, when you want to go on dates and you don't know how the date's going to go, pick a place and pick something you want to do. So if it goes wrong, you got to experience what you what you wanted to do and have fun with it anyways. And
What if you ruin your favorite place?
The thing is, if you allow someone else to ruin something that you love doing, that's on you. Because at the end of the day, if you love something, you're not going to let someone else ruin it. So I picked places I wanted to go to. If the date was okay and it was all right, and we just became friends after that, or we never talked again, at least I got to experience something where I'm like, okay, do I want to go back to that place to do another date in the future? Or go back to that place to do something by myself or something with friends? So I always switch dates up. And I always switched dates up. I always had one safe place, which was the Anaheim Packing District, which was a food court mall. And I always loved going there
Really
because
cool place.
Exactly. So Archie knows, and people drive in hours to get into there. And it's it's a really nice decorative place where people take photo shoots, and every single restaurant is a different place, a different kind of food, a different culture. So I always went there because I was like, okay, I get to experience something I love doing. And if the date doesn't go great, at least I got to do something I like doing. And I'll always pay that way because it's like I wanted to do that.
Would you say that the reason why you're picking your place because you have a little bit more control, you know how to do a start to an end of a date versus you're in an unknown space?
Well, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said a little earlier, nobody's ever really planned something for me. So when a girl takes me on a date and plans everything, I'm like in super awe and shocked because I'm like, oh my God, I love surprises. So like, even if you were to take me to the park, I'll get excited. I mean, it's a surprise at the end of the day.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
Such a good boy. Like what?
Cute.
Sorry.
What's that?
That's awesome.
Should I?
I think if you go somewhere,
use the restroom.
if you go somewhere that you really enjoy, even if the date doesn't work out, if you have fun, you could end up with a really good friendship afterwards.
I agree. Yeah, exactly. And I've had many friendships like that where we kind of go out because I'm gonna be honest with you. I take my best friends on dates that are girls, and I'm like, here's your expectation. If they treat you worse than this, then they fucked up, and just get rid of them. It's really not that hard.
It's good.
You know what's funny? I take out my bestie to dinner dates, and like on Valentine's, I'll get her like flowers and roses. And she's like, Hideo, like if I meet a guy and he doesn't even meet this simple expectation, it's a no.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, but you know your friend.
Yeah.
Like we're meeting for the first time on this hypothetical.
Yeah, but it's
Like I get it.
Standard though.
But
Like if you're not
I
coming,
mean, I
you're
go
like,
all out
"Oh,
for my friends, but like for someone I barely know, like I'm there. This is an exploratory mission. I'm here to like discover who you are.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, I'll open the door for you. Like I'll be a little romantic to you, even though you're just like
Chivalry is totally in.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
good
like, sometimes, you know, there's dates that are really shitty, and there are people that have the lowest expectations or don't know what to expect, and they get the shittiest of the shit. So it's like,
I mean, this is definitely like a different situation between you and I, for sure. Like, because I mean, I'm sure you have, you know, plenty of dates and suitors and people who are trying to. No, all right. Well, anyways,
I don't really date now.
Really? Why do you think that is?
I choose not to.
So you're actively turning down people.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
just
doing your
not emotionally available.
so you're doing your work to turn down people that maybe aren't appealing to you, right?
What do you mean doing the work? Like I'm leading people?
I mean,
on?
like you're like, are you talking? Is anyone who's like coming at you with like any kind of interest? Are you like doing your work? You kind of like, no, blah,
there's
like
no talk.
dodge that
no
shit.
talk. It's just like my work. I'm like, sorry, not interested. Not really dating. I like, oh my God, I didn't want to like talk about this. Like, not yet.
We're bringing it up, baby.
We're an hour and a half in mute this time, baby. It's time.
This is we're gonna be
It's
on
time.
time
Should we do a
topics
shot?
after this. Time
We should
topics after
drink.
this one.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
Finish what you wanted to say.
Yeah, you don't get away from this one.
But you didn't want to say it.
No, like I just, I've been in a long-term relationship. I'm taking a huge break and just working on my work and myself. And then I was telling Chris, like maybe in 2 years, I'll be open for a relationship when I'm like fully ready and I have like something that I'm okay with and I'm emotionally available.
How long was your
Love
relationship?
self-growth.
Quite a bit, a few years, 5+ years.
Shit.
Quite a bit of.
Yeah.
That's
like,
too long.
Rush stuff like that. You can rush stuff like that.
About 8 years. Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and thank you for answering that, Alphaleedah. Let's go ahead and do time topics so we can get through some topics. That first one was really well. We're gonna do 10-minute topics, and then we're gonna go ahead and cheers before we do that. And once the 10 minutes is up, whoever's talking, it ends there. I know some people are gonna want to talk, but you know that way we can get through topics throughout the show. Because the first topic was really good, really strong. Wonderful job, Alphaleedah.
Thank you.
Chris, do you want to shoe it?
Do I?
We have multiple people here who have shoes that are ready.
Would people actually want to do shoot? Oh, okay.
Do it. Just do it.
Sure.
My
Hold
stilettos
on.
smell like Jaeger.
Hold on, can you full screen those who are gonna do a shoe?
You still let us smell like me.
What?
What? Okay,
These
who's
are the
next?
vibes I live
Who wants
for.
to go?
These are the vibes.
Who wants to do a shoey?
I'm down.
I can't do a shoey, but I can do a
Eddie's Little
footy.
Fox, K. Marie,
What do you-
Curly
Wait,
Chris.
I have a thong. Hang on.
I'm sorry.
I have a flip flop. Australian slang. Sorry, mate.
I'm up first. Let's go. Thank you for
I made a
having me on.
plaster thing of my
I
foot.
love your answers. It's so nice.
I can do it off of
So
this.
gross. I hate it.
Ew.
who
Chris,
else?
do your shot.
Who else
Do
needs
your
to
shot.
go?
That's upsetting.
Want me to put it on?
Chris is up there. No one else.
How is it upsetting?
Anybody else want to?
Anyone else have any obscure objects around you? Doesn't have to be a shoe.
Hang on, I'm
Dude, I have a hammer.
Okay. I don't know
What?
how to incorporate that, but I think you can figure it out.
Him?
What women can sell feet pics, but I
You
can't
asked for
sell
obscure
gift
objects.
subs for to sign my foot.
Alphaleedah, do you have any obscure objects near you?
Your shot. First of all,
Yo,
that's a great
I don't know what that
idea
is.
for
You should come
anyone
show me.
that has, like, a foot fetish.
Are you ready for the shoes? You ready?
I'm gonna do a shot off of a.
All right, you ready?
Let's go.
3,
Feel free, it's all
2,
yours.
1, go.
Oh, I'm just pouring it down the foot.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
That didn't work as I thought it would.
Shoeies. Nasty.
Like for free, you did that.
Holy
Pour this all over yourself.
For free.
Cool, I smell like tequila now.
That's really cute.
Well, you can't do it for subs.
nice
It's
boot.
TOS, so.
Spicy.
But it's a nice boot. I love it every
You need
time.
a friend
And
like
that's
me that
all.
will encourage bad behavior.
That does give me like.
I already said
bad-
this like last week. If you could eat ass, you could do shit.
What?
That's what my friend told me. My friend told me that.
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
My
Would you
friend
guys
told me
Say it
that.
again. Say it
Oh
again.
no, I finished it.
Okay.
I don't know what you
Yeah.
said.
You know what I heard sometimes when people like are talking shit about their ex? I'm like, listen, you can never unlick my ass. Okay? What? You can never unlick my ass.
Oh my god. You're
All
welcome.
right.
Who would want to unlick? Never mind.
Let's fire through these topics. You ready?
Wait, I have an icebreaker question that's so fucking random, and I really want to ask it.
Okay, you already broke the ice really well. But go ahead. You're doing a good job, so I'm not gonna say no.
Okay. If you were standing shoulder deep in poop and someone was about to throw up on your face, would you duck?
What?
No.
Wow, Chris made me send in a question to get approved, and you asked that one. That's crazy.
It's not TOS.
Can you repeat the question?
It's friendly. It's friendly.
Just switch to duck and shit.
If you were standing shoulder deep in poop and someone was about to throw up on your face, would you duck?
What would be the point? You're already in
Who said my foot statue was gross? Because I want you to take that back
did.
now.
No, Trey, don't even ask for that.
Disappointed right now. He's like, Alphaleedah, you've been doing so good. And then I asked this question. He's like, what the fuck?
I kind of have a vomit
is
kink,
this a
so I would
kink?
let someone puke on me.
It's not a
Oh,
kink.
it's a
just,
kink. Okay.
it's just.
I'm sorry, you have what kink?
Is this something you're trying to
Is
figure
that
out
a
for
kink?
yourself? Or?
First of all,
Amy is excited.
you're
She's like,
already in
give it to me.
shit.
like,
Why can't you
what's
just
happening.
No kink
like, give it to
shaming.
me. Rain is
Definitely
showers.
ducking.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd open my
definitely
mouth.
ducking.
You would open
Why do you
your
have
mouth.
to? Why do you have to bend down? Why can't you just like
Yeah, true.
Like,
Well,
push
that's
your
what
head.
These.
push the? What's
What
wrong
are
with
these?
that? Yeah.
I think the vomit is the least of your worries.
Yeah,
You're literally
what's wrong
standing in
with you?
shit.
Yeah,
I just
why are
opened
you
my mouth.
standing in shit?
How did you get in
I
there?
probably puked on a D, so puke happens.
Oh,
Wait,
smart
Okay.
people.
raise your hand if you've ever done that.
Ever what?
Puked
Puked on a
on.
dick.
Well, I've gagged a lot.
I've had my.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, just not
It was
all
in
the
my
way
mouth.
like.
It was in my mouth. Yeah, it was in my mouth.
Yeah, it was a
It
nut.
wasn't like hot. It was in my mouth.
I'll never drink Four Loko again.
Puking on a dick, fine. Puking before loco on a dick, disgusting.
Hot.
You need
You
therapy.
did better the second time.
Yeah, I really need therapy. Really good
You have a
time.
spotlight. You can start with your timer.
Don't worry, I'm already in therapy.
We love self-care. Let's go.
Yeah, self-care.
Self-care.
Go ahead, Daddy. Go ahead.
This is.
Yeah, Daddy.
I don't even know if this is there the timer. This is like a.
Let's just
I feel
let's
like
do
everybody could
like
just
a
say,
fast round.
yeah, like it should be like a fire topic, and it's really quick and.
Yeah, I
your
want to
answer.
use before the fire topic. I actually have fire topics.
Do you have fire topics?
Yeah.
Damn, you came prepared.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yo, can we get some claps for Alphaleedah? Look at this. Let's go. I'm so excited. I'm so proud.
Yeah, this was just like before we get into like the other questions. Yeah.
All right. Damn. Okay. Well, who do you want to hear from? Let's speed it along because we got
like,
we don't want to
so
get
now
too
I can
deep.
actually-
It might be too deep. It might hurt a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deeper.
I was kind of hot.
It's never too deep. Never too deep. It's fine.
Right, please.
Break me.
Hey, yo.
I was talking about concrete.
Feel. Yeah.
Yes.
The
yeah.
hammer.
Is it getting hot in here?
Hammer my
I
cum.
want to ask a
Fucking hot Murray.
question. Hold on. I just gotta make sure that it's an appropriate question.
Go away. I'll take
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna DM. Oh, do you have
No,
a spicy
ask-
question?
I have a question, but if you have one,
Here, can you read this? Just well, I know you can read it, but check your DM.
I don't know if you can read, actually.
Can you read? Can you read, Chris?
Yeah, 100%.
How many shoes
That's a
does it
great
take for you to
question.
not be
That's
able to
okay.
read?
Amazing question. It's a question I would ask.
At least
so.
3.
Okay, cool. All right, my question. Oh, and then I just pick anyone that goes, or
Let's do a timer. We need to do a timer. We're gonna do probably 10-minute timers. You ready? Starts now.
Yeah. All right. Are you into toys? And what is a toy that you would like to try in the bedroom? And there's kind of like a second part to that question. It's a little bit of a broad question, but would you be down for a threesome? But I want to know the toy part because doesn't have a long answer to it. So the first question is, are you okay with toys? Would you introduce toys? And which one would you like to try that you haven't tried yet? Or which one's your favorite? I don't know. Just feel free to just talk about it.
Is this okay to talk about?
Yeah, give me the juice.
Is this open
you
subject?
can talk about it as long as you don't go into detail.
Yeah.
Or don't show it.
Education.
Yeah, don't show it. And
don't show it.
We're being
How are you using
educational
it?
right now.
Education.
Let me get out my suitcase.
We're being
Talking about
educational.
I'll do my best.
Whoever wants to start.
I'm really excited for this topic, to be honest with
Marie,
you.
let's start.
I'm
So
excited for K. Marie to answer.
my bedside table's full, and so is my bathroom drawer. So
Prove it.
I have a lot.
No, don't.
I can send you pics later.
Yeah, you can't bring it.
All right, DM.
Not right now. I'm not gonna bring my dildos on stream.
Why?
No, don't show stuff on stream.
No, I'm not going
She's
to. I'm
Show
gonna send
the dildo.
pictures. I'm gonna send pictures to Miss DeVille later, so she can
That's
just
fine.
make
You
sure they're
guys-
okay.
We can compare, yeah, for safety.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What one would I like to use though?
Yeah, that you haven't used.
What have I not used? Ooh, I have one. Oh, this is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have one. You know those double dildos?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the two. Slap them with the double. That's what I want. I think that'd be
Slap
fun.
him with the double.
That sounds
There you go.
fun. Let's go.
Are you taking applications?
I am. I think that'd be fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything else I have, so I don't know what else other than that I could pick.
Okay, you can answer this one. Would you be down for a threesome? And what's your threesome preference?
I think I
Who
would be.
cast can join.
Wait, who? Like preference? Like guys or girls? Like what do you mean? Like two guys or two
for
girls?
2 guys, 2 girls, or you don't care like who comes in? Are they friends? Are they?
I'd be down for either or. Like as long as the trust is there, I think everything's all good. So I'm down for whatever. I'm pretty laid back. I think it could be fun.
Maybe I'll keep that question for another. Like, I feel like
Big
there's
question.
more.
I'll
to this
answer it.
one. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
question.
Go ahead.
I would love to. I feel like there's this like massive stigma. I actually used to teach BDSM and sex classes, and the reality is toys are very essential sometimes for women to come because internal and external O's are very different. And to release that stigma and show that your partner, whether male or female, it doesn't mean that they're lacking. It just means that they want to please you. Can make a lot of really, really fucking fun. Really, really fun. But I would say as a threesome, something I've always wanted to do, never done it, is a guy and a girl. Because I'm pansexual, and I'm like, that sounds really fun and dynamic, and I think that that'd be interesting. Have had them before, but if I did it, I think a girl and a guy would be really entertaining for me. But bisexual people or pansexual, I don't want them to be separate. Well, I would do that too. But if I had to choose, if it was my preference, it'd be great if they were either bi or pans. Sounds fun.
Okay, we're not gonna answer the threesome because I have a question for that. So I'm gonna keep that as a separate question.
Oh my
So I'm
God!
just gonna do the toy. Yeah.
You should write a book.
I love these questions. I live for these types of questions.
No, send me these questions on my dating profile. You know.
Because I'm really interested in the other part to that threesome question that I want to ask.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone wants to answer about the toys?
With the
tell
toys.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, are you enjoying toys? What's your favorite one, and what is one that you want to try? 3. There you go.
There you go. That's the direction.
Well,
I mean, I have a
really
fleshlight, but oops, sorry. It was your turn.
No, you can go. You can go, mate. So,
All right, shoot. Go ahead.
I mean, I have a fleshlight, but honestly, I don't even use it. Like, sex is like a 10, masturbating is like a 5, and a fleshlight's like a 7. But I don't know. I don't really like it that much. It's not that fun.
Oh God.
I do have a partner who was way more open than my previous partners, and it has been incredibly fun to use toys with her. So, big fan. I think if I were to, the one I haven't used. And it's just hard because it's like the whole setup and everything, but like a sex swing would probably be really fun. I feel like that would be like a whole new world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you do multiple positions on a sex swing?
Yeah.
Because I only think about missionary, like just laying down.
You never
maybe I
like
haven't-
Superman?
I've never been on a sex swing, and I don't think I've watched a lot of videos.
What is
I have
that,
no idea what that is. No.
Do some research.
No idea.
A sex swing?
Can you
It's just
elaborate
a
on that
suspension thing.
Well, when guys have a boner in the morning and they need to pee, they, they lay down on the toilet and they Superman.
And how would that merge into sex?
Get a sex
Technically
swing
banging in the toilet.
Message me back and you'll know.
Hey.
But thanks for
Is that
calling me out. I
something that
appreciate
you
it.
want to try?
Right.
Justini. I'm kind of blurry. All right.
What? What was the
So,
question?
do you like toys? Do you introduce them into the bedroom? Do you have a favorite one? And is there one that you haven't tried but would like to try?
Honestly, I feel like I can't really answer this. Like, I want to be honest. And I'm going to say that I don't, like, if my partner, like, I need someone there with me. If they're super into it, then I'm fucking into it. But, like, me personally, like, if I was by myself using whatever the fuck, like, I don't think I could just, like, I don't think it would do anything.
It's not as enjoyable.
Yeah, like I like to please other people, you know, and I like to please my partner. So if I had someone there with me, like very into it, then I would obviously be into it. But if it was just me, like I don't think I could get into it.
Like a toy that you want to try with a partner since you want to please them. Is there something that you thought like, hey, let me get this for them? And for me?
I have gotten something like that for them, and it's probably the only thing. It's like a how do I say this? It's where you can like control it on your phone. You know?
Oh, nice.
Love sense.
Was it the Pulse?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. But if I was just like there by myself, like on my own phone, like that'd be fucking lame type of thing, you know?
That's just masturbating.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I would appreciate it if someone else is controlling it than me controlling my own.
I'm
so
all, yeah.
Justini, to be honest, you strike me as like a dragon tamer.
What does that mean?
Big dragon?
Yeah.
Bad dragon?
I don't even know what that is. Okay, good.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Wait, who doesn't know what a bad dragon is?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like a toy manufacturer.
You haven't been on the shitty part of the internet.
It's a toy manufacturer.
Not the shitty part, the great part. Sorry.
So what is
Best
it?
part.
Bad dragon?
Bad dragon?
It's a company.
It's a company,
It's a company?
yeah. Yeah.
They make very interesting.
Oh yes, yes.
I was gonna say, Alphaleedah, I know you know what
all
that is.
Okay.
Yeah, I misspoke. It's not the shitty part.
All right.
Hey, Marie,
It's the
did you
best
say like
part.
7 of them on your table earlier?
It's an Aragon lover, you know?
Fuck? Where?
Yes.
That was a drive-by on her fucking.
Are you serious?
1 minute 20. Let's hear it from somebody else.
Trady, I think you wanted to answer before.
Oh, right. Yeah, like I've had my fair share of variety of different toys. Not on me, but on women. But one thing for any guy out there who feels like they're intimidated by these toys, you got to remember, they are your teammate. Like, you are working together.
My man.
Literally, you can do so much shit with a toy and with your partner, and you will not forget that night for like ever. So I don't really have much to say. I haven't got any preference or what I want to try. Like, I haven't tried a sex swing, so I'll have to agree with shoot your shot. So yeah. That's all I have to say.
Cool. Archie.
It's like a
Yeah, Archie, what's your
teammate.
preference on sex toys?
Nothing. I just.
It's a teammate.
Archie, your last to answer this one.
Oh God.
Give it to us, Archie. Like, give it to us.
Amity's mom just walked in the worst timing. I saw that text and I lost it.
Yo, I got like 13 family members watching, dude. I'm fucked.
Any of the moms in here.
How do you answer then, Chris?
Yeah. What happened?
You answer.
No, it's Archie. We have 4 seconds left. Archie was talking and he's done.
Come on.
Good pass on.
So yeah, I'd love to hear Chris's point. Yeah, so as far as sex toys, I think it's after you feel comfortable with the partner, and I think the most I've used is a vibrator, and they asked for it, and it was one of those controlled ones.
Oh, the consent, so cute.
But the problem is I didn't know that the battery could die and goes on full volume, and so it would just stay on full volume the whole time during the day, and she thought I just maxed it out the entire time, and I literally let her know, like, I turned it off. Like, what's going on? And at one point in time, like, she's dying and she couldn't walk. And I was like, what's going on? And she's like, why did you max it out for an hour? I'm like, why did you tell me it was on? I turned it off. And she said we had to go to the car to take it out. But
they were trying to drink.
Yeah. And so, anyways, I'm warning you guys, if it's low battery, you got to make sure you communicate, because that thing just goes full
battery
blast.
stops, no?
Yeah.
No, it didn't stop. It went on max volume.
Maybe the low battery.
All right.
I thought it would be the opposite, you know?
Let's go ahead and cheers to the next topic, and cheers to the wonderful subs. Thank you, Blue and Mommy Brenda, for the subs. I appreciate you too.
Hey, yo.
Cheer for the wonderful people on the show. Oh, my camera's over here now. All right, for the wonderful people on the show, I appreciate all of you. Exclamation point cast and get things going. My turn to ask a question and pick on some of the people. I like this question. We're gonna have 10 minutes to answer this. Are you willing to sacrifice a turnoff for the other partner's kink? Do you want me to repeat it?
Damn.
So, are you willing to sacrifice a turnoff, so something you're not really turned on by, for another partner that you like's kink? Something they like that you don't like.
But apathy versus a turnoff are two very different things.
No.
I need to make another drink for this one.
Honestly, I'll try anything once, but if I'm like, hey, like, I don't like it, I'm not into it, and they respect that, then that's it, you know? Like, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, let's keep doing it, even if I fucking hate it. Like, nah, I'm like, I'll try it at least once.
Would you break up with them if that's something they're really into and they just want to keep doing it?
No, I'd be like, yeah, go find someone else, and we can still be dating, you know, like bring her in the bedroom, you know, you feel me? I'm a great sharer. I told you this. I've said this many times.
Tini, I love you.
I think I'm very similar to Justini, but like I know way after a second, like it's too much. Oh God.
What is that turn off for you guys? I want to know.
Okay, turn on is if they bring a spider to the bed and I have to stare at the damn thing or hold it, and like while we're going at it, I'm like, excuse me, like why? It's like I just want to bring your fear into the bed. I'm like,
Is that
it's a turn off.
Is that an actual kink?
It might be, I don't know, or like pooping on my or pooping on their chest. I'm like, I just can't do it either. Like,
the spider,
Somebody pooped on my chest.
the horror thing. That's like an Amity Avon thing going on there.
Amity, you like spiders?
She's giving me ideas over here.
I'm gonna cry.
Let's hear it from some others on the cast. We have 8 minutes.
Seriously.
I'm kind of down for whatever. I would totally let somebody shit on my chest if they were really into that, but it also kind of just depends on the kink. I don't normally kink shame, but I love you too. But there's certain boundaries that I won't cross.
Okay.
But for the most part, I'm kind of down for whatever.
What if you had a partner that was into like inflation? Would you do it?
Wait,
what is
inflation? Inflation porn?
So what?
Wait, what is that?
Is this stocks and bonds? Like,
I'm gonna look it up.
Money and shit.
Is that like with an air pump? Because
the rubber suits and stuff. Oh, okay, yeah.
What is this inflation porn?
But
video?
did you just like game
Oh my god!
What is
Inflation.
this?
Oh my god! Oh my
You
god!
wear like a suit of rubber and inflate it? Is that what it is?
No,
Like that one?
No,
Oh,
it's
something
not.
else.
I think that was
It's really
right.
not.
All right, let's.
Anyways.
Serious.
Oh my god!
Serious. Why did you bring this up?
Because listen, there's more out there than just getting
I'm
your chest
Googling
shit
it.
on. There's like really
Googling
terrible
it.
stuff out there.
Wait,
That's
can you
scary.
DM
There
me some
is.
of that stuff?
You're gonna pump
Wait, what
into
is
somebody's
it?
stomach, like just because you want to inflate it?
I don't.
Oh,
I
jeez.
think that's an animated porn genre,
Oh
not a
my
real.
God.
Is
I
that-
can't find what you guys are finding. What is it called?
There are
Inflation.
definitely
Find it,
certain
dude.
boundaries.
You gotta turn off the
Not even
filter.
Googling it, I'm looking at
Can I read this? Can I read this, KurlyChris?
Yes, please read it so we can
Inflation porn is-
educate everybody.
And I just Googled it. Inflation porn is sexually focused content that centers around inflating various body parts. Inflation of the stomach or abdomen is common. The breasts and genitals and other body parts may
You
also
do
be
that.
inflated. How do you inflate like a basketball?
No, this is-
Like, you're sitting there
This is like
hey,
animated porn. It's drawn
fantastic.
porn.
Oh,
Like-
it's not real.
It's
feel the
not.
pump.
No, it's real.
It's not like.
It's real?
There, I mean, there are people that are into like
Right.
balloons and other things like that, like outfits that are inflated, but not like body parts. But I think the inflation porn is more of a
It's not like
body,
basketball
it's more of like
shoe
an
where you
animated
pop up
thing.
that
Whereas,
little like basketball symbol, like just like you like
It
that.
says
don't
over
you?
here the
But you
fetish
never
started with the
pump.
Willy Wonka movie.
Oh shit.
No, there's a Punani
Willy
pump.
Wonka
I don't know what's
movie.
going on
The
anymore.
Willy
There's a
Wonka movie is
Punani
how it
pump.
started.
a punani pump.
Oh my
That's
god.
what I call
I'm
it.
googling punani pump right.
Listen,
I'm
man.
changing my Twitter name
I'm in
to
some-
punani pump right now.
What was the original question?
You know, like the sausages gets sent into the hallway. Why do you
Pump it
want
up.
that for yourselves if you inflate that area?
Not pump it up.
Are you trying to get an pulmonary embolism?
Pump it up. Look at the chat's going on.
Pump it up.
No. Can we play that song?
Pump it up.
Yeah, I started
You gotta play that
playing
song.
when you guys were talking about pumping it up. I started playing it in the background. So,
Yeah.
Time.
So the
You-
original
if you
question,
can put on that song.
the original question was, if you had a partner that was really into something, are you willing to sacrifice something you're not into for that partner? Like their
I'm
favorite
gonna
key.
answer.
Yeah, let's hear it.
There's levels to it for me. Like, you know, she wants me to suck
I'm
her
gonna
toes. Like,
answer.
Oh, go ahead, Mr. Bill.
So as a person who's into like super masochistic things, I think it comes with the territory. Like, I want you to make me do things that I don't want to do. So, you know, that's like part of the kink that I like. So I don't think that there is like anything that I wouldn't try because I'm into like just being really
Chris offended you.
disturbed and stuff like that, if that makes sense.
hey, yo.
There's okay.
Hey yo.
No,
Hey, yoers out there.
Any AOs in chat?
So even
feel
if
like
they
you kinda
wanted to
hacked
like
the system,
poop
to be
on
honest.
you,
Yeah, I'll try anything twice just to make sure I like it or
anything
not.
twice.
okay.
Yeah,
It's a good motto.
Try it
That's so
twice 'cause
exciting.
the first time you might have been too drunk or like
exactly.
tired.
The second
As long
time
as
you know
consent's
for sure.
involved, try everything twice.
Exactly. Thank you. You get me.
Girl, I'm a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm so down. This question, I'm like, probably, but there's lines to everything. There's lines to
Yeah.
everything. Like, shoot, you were talking about like licking toes and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere near someone's feet. I don't even want to rub someone's foot. But to be honest, if my partner was like, please lick my toes, it's not so far gone for me that I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I will say that there are certain things that are too far gone. You know,
Like?
and it's about finding that level. Because I'll deep throat some fucking feet if I have to. But the reality is I don't want to.
Feet? What are you doing? Putting a fucking Shaquille O'Neal down your
That's
throat?
hot, to be honest.
Yo,
Especially if you're making me do it.
Deep throat a
want
foot?
to.
I'll send this to you.
Listen
11
to me.
foot foot.
Feet stuff is so far out of what I want to do. But I'm like, I'm a pleaser. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
before. I'm
If they're like, do it
shit.
because I want it. Like,
Yeah, or do it because you told me to in like a really
yeah.
good tone, in a really good tone, like a really sexy, dominant tone.
That's
I'll be
Brad
like,
qualities.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
100%
but
Brad
I don't want to do
qualities.
it all the time.
Yeah.
All right, I have one for just the boys.
My toes.
But there
Please,
you go.
in
If
the
you're
chat.
just for the boys, if your partner asked to peg you, would you say yes or no?
No. No.
Hey,
no.
yo.
No.
I dated a girl.
Close-minded.
I dated a girl that was a model, and she was even a Playboy model, and she wanted to peg. I said no, straight up. So there's no way I'm going back to that. Nope.
What
You
a
get the
way.
picture of the dildo.
Okay, so did you
What a
hear
way.
that guys have orgasms.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm not dumb. I know that. I shoot. Like, you guys already know. I work in
Why
adult
are you so
entertainment. I
against
know
it?
this stuff. I just.
Okay,
I didn't know that.
Why don't you just try it once? Why don't you
I've
just
already-
try it once?
Yeah, what about a finger?
I don't.
What about
I've
a
done
finger?
that already.
Listen,
but
you
what
said
about it makes
there's
you
a
not want
difference
it?
between-
Chris,
You might
I
like
just don't
it.
want it. I don't like it. I know I don't like it.
How do you know you don't like
wait,
it?
Wait,
There's a yes.
I just don't
when
like
a
it.
woman,
I
when
don't
a
like
woman
it.
fucks
You
a
like
guy with
taking
a
a shit?
strap on,
Yes,
Yeah.
Peggy. Yes, Archie. Peggy.
Wait, Archie, what?
why would anybody? Hold on, it's okay if you guys can like it, but no. What?
No, it's
What is
very,
that?
actually very.
No, it's
Absolute no.
No,
try
that's kind of hot. Like,
Just
what
try
if
it.
your partner really,
You're gonna
really
be. You're gonna
likes
bring
it?
it. You're gonna bring
I
something
like the
even larger
Australian.
than mine, and be like, "Hey, it's
Don't
my
worry, let's
turn."
vote on it
I'm like,
first. You'll be
"No,
fine.
what are you
No,
doing?"
you get-
It's like
No, you get the pick.
Chris.
You get the pick.
Why do you
it's like the
always
size of my arm, and you're gonna be like, "I'm coming over." It's like an
Why do
elephant.
you
I'm like,
always?
But
True.
what if you loved it though? Like, have you ever tried it? What if you loved it? You have this idea
mean-
that you're not gonna love it.
Yeah,
But what
okay.
if it happens
Okay.
and you're
Let
like,
me-
holy fuck, that was the
Time out.
I've only ever
best-
played with one
best
dick,
orgasm
and it's my
I've
own,
ever
and I love it. So
Time out.
technically, I love
Justini,
dick.
Justini, help me, help you, help me. I've got one. Why do we got to go down that path? Do you want to like
because
dominate?
girls
Like, you
might
just want to grab
Because
my
there's more
hips?
stimulation
They
than
might be
physical
into it.
stimulation.
No.
There you go.
It's the
I
same
just-
as using a
There you go.
dildo. Why do I need to fuck
Exactly.
you if I can have a dildo? It's just another thing to do.
True.
No,
No,
listen.
there's
I
lots
know
of
what
things
I
to do.
want.
If
I
you're
know what I
Ronnie,
like. I know what I want. I know what I like. I don't like it. I don't want it. That's end of the story.
Never tried it.
How do you know
And that's
that?
totally
How do
fine,
you
too.
know
You're
that?
Okay.
wanting your
I-
partner,
Question?
your girl,
I've
to
had-
like be
I
like
poop,
so into
and I
all these
know-
things that you guys like.
Listen,
and you're not willing
I
to
am
like.
a dom.
Wait,
I have
just
dominant
me.
traits.
Wait.
That
Just
is
me's
not
on
a
something
dominant
right now.
thing.
Say what
I
you're
have
saying.
dominant traits. That's not a dominant thing. That's a sub thing. I don't like it.
Fair.
And my question
That's
is,
fair.
do we have to try everything? Because,
No,
like,
you
let's say a
don't.
guy wants to get
No.
married by
No,
me.
you
I don't
don't.
want
No.
to do it.
No, yeah.
Like,
no.
I'll try, but I don't
That's
want
fine.
to.
Exactly.
And don't do
Yeah,
it.
some people aren't into picking.
Chris has like a very specific boundary that he does not want to
Yeah,
cross. So
I
like
don't
if he
want
were
it.
to cross it already with this mindset, he's gonna dislike it anyway. 'cause he just-
Exactly. I know what I want. I've already
I'm
experienced
just
enough
curious
to know
as
what
to
I
why
want.
he says that. If it's
I
just
just-
a boundary thing, that's different.
I want to ask.
thinking,
I want to
like-
ask Justini a question. Have you pegged somebody?
No, I've never.
Has anyone here pegged somebody?
Wanting
Peg
to,
me.
but like I would.
Trading.
This is my man right here. This is my man.
you-
Egg or just like a
Like-
something.
Trade. Would you take it?
You,
No,
you
like,
know
I've had my
you
prostate
enjoy it?
checked before, and that was not fun. But then one time I was getting like mad. I don't want to say too much on Twitch, but mad like shit downstairs, and then she just snuck a finger, and then I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh no, that's
Alright.
against consent though. You can't just be sneaky.
That's the end of it. That's the end
Yeah,
of
you
it.
gotta-
The timer's up.
It
Timer's
was,
up.
it was lingering. It was
Timer's
lingering.
up. Timer is up. I already say 10-minute timers. I know that the topic can get a little heated towards the end. Thank you, Trady did a wonderful job there. I mean, all right, Alphaleedah, take charge. Take the floor.
So my question goes back into this threesome. Would you be down for a threesome? What's your preference in the bedroom? Man, guy, you're
10 minutes.
Pansexual. And are they usually your friends? Because I've never had a threesome. I would like to. I wouldn't mind either or, but I don't know how to feel about friends and how you pick people for threesomes. So, Justini, just because you're laughing, I want to pick you.
I'll be back for Justini's answer. This is pretty funny.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Can you pick another person?
Okay.
Pick
Who
Leo.
wants to answer?
I will.
You should just pick somebody.
Okay. I just want to see who wants to answer first. And
Become
then
the quiet people. So that
I'll
Bring it on.
Definitely Leo. She wants to answer
answer.
so
I'm
bad.
thinking, okay. So I'm gonna pick shoot your shot, Leah, and then who else wanted to answer? Who?
I'll answer because I feel like I'm
And
an
Amity?
outcast. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So shoot your shot, Leah and Amity. The first place. So shoot.
I've had a threesome before, and it was with some girl that I was hooking up with, and she was like, "Hey, I want to bring a friend in," and I was like, "Hey, yo, let's go," and it was the best night of my life, hands down, fucking awesome, great times. My partner now is also we've proposed the threesome, and it there were times where it was like set up to go, but then COVID got in the way or something else got in the way. I would say that I'm only comfortable having a two female three-way. I've really thought about it, and I'm like, there's just no one I would be comfortable with, another male counterpart that I would be comfortable with sharing that space with and sharing that moment with.
And do you prefer like the two females and the woman? Is it because you get all the attention, or do you want them to kind of be together?
Oh, it's a mishmash. Everyone's hands everywhere, mouths everywhere, whatever.
Hey.
Okay. And
Hey,
how do
yo.
you pick the other like threesome? Like who's the third person? How do you just find them?
Honestly, I'm letting my partner do all that work. So they're picking someone that they're comfortable with, and they bring it to me, and then I'm gonna be like, hey yo, or hey no,
Hey yo or a no. I like that.
But I can tell you most of the time it's gonna be a yo. There's only been one a no, but that was because like they had herpes. But
Oh, that's not what I thought.
Yeah, how do
we
you?
found out in the process of asking them if they wanted to join.
Oh, that's fair. That's not good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
I was
actually.
gonna say, I was like, wait.
In the process of what?
How do you talk about these health things? Before proceeding. Like, how do you
They
have
just-
like? Do you expect them to say like? Should they get tested? Like,
Well, I mean, everybody should. If you know that you have something or have some sort of whatever, you should be upfront with that for sure with everyone you're a partner with, hands down, and that should be the case. And that's what happened. They were like, hey, we're interested in this thing. Are you interested? And she's like, well, I have herpes, so we were like, it's too risky. It's too risky.
cool. Leah.
Yeah.
Never done it. First of all, I don't think I could do it inside of my own relationship. I think I could do it if I were somebody else's third. Like, I don't know. Like, it would have.
So you'd want to be the unicorn?
Whatever that means. I'm uneducated. Okay.
A unicorn is the third person that you find.
Sure,
And
it's the unicorn then. But it would have
Amongst
to.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like
go.
literally
Keep
biting
telling
my
me.
tongue right now. So
Keep telling me.
Yeah,
I mean, a unicorn
yeah,
is the third person that you find. It's like a couple looking for a third. The third is going to be the unicorn.
yeah.
Is
Just
the
to let you
pineapple
guys
thing
know.
true?
The pineapple upside down on the Tinder profile
Yeah.
is swinger,
What?
and then
Yeah.
unicorn is a threesome.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh.
No, I think
Congratulations.
also, like, I don't think you can be like close friends. I think that's
Yeah.
just gonna make it weird. I don't think you can pick like a
It's like, hey, girly, thanks for the brunch, and thanks for all the pussy juice. Like,
what?
Thanks for all the pussy juice, babe. Like, I was.
Yeah, I wish someone would talk to me like that.
Thanks for the pussy juice.
the buzzy. I meant to say the buzzy.
Not the
sorry.
pussy. Oh no.
The buzzy.
Pussy juice. Ugh.
Amity, you wanted to answer?
I'm like kind of in the same boat as Leah, but not really. Like, jealousy is ingrained in my blood. So if I'm gonna like have sex with you, then I like you to a certain extent, right? And if you give somebody else a little more attention than you give me, I'm no. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna write that down in my notes. The date, the time. Chris is
You have a
nodding.
damn note?
That's where it's gonna be written down in my death note.
I already told Amity I have volunteered to help bury the body. So
Hey.
That's a good friend.
Yeah, I'm way too jealous for that. But I feel
she's
like
really jealous. She gets
if it was okay,
really
Chris, we
jealous.
get it.
Just
I feel like if it was maybe like distant friends that I don't need to trust or I don't need to put my trust in them, then that's fine with me. Because I don't expect anything from them, But if it's like somebody who I might like, no, absolutely not.
Sense. I'll pick Sus. Well, how do I say your name? Because I feel like I'm saying it wrong, bro.
It's Suze.
Sus. I'm like Sus. What the fuck?
It's okay. It's okay. No, you're totally fine. I plead the fifth.
No. Partner streamers can't plead the fifth. Nice try, though.
I love that. I love that for
I
us.
think hypothetically, you know, I have no experience in this regard. I think strangers are not a good idea, because what if they kill you? You know, I saw that on a show one time. Okay,
Even better.
I saw that in American
You
Horror
have a
Story.
samurai sword.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Alphaleedah, may you please repeat the question?
Why? My question was, would you have a threesome? What's your preference? And,
FFM. Yeah, easy.
There you go. I was about to say, where is this girl going? Where are we going?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it, be careful.
And how do you pick the FFM? Like,
how do you pick it?
Yeah, Chris, I was on topic. What the fuck? Can you let me talk?
Okay, miss. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Okay, but I started talking and then you know what?
Go ahead.
God bless you.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Like I was saying,
God bless you.
strangers are a bad idea, because like an American Horror Story, they got somebody and the two people ganged up on the one person, and so that's my biggest fear. So just, you know, your friends have husbands. That's what you should just, you know, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm gonna say. All right, GG's.
Have you gotten close to that encounter before, or like?
No, this is hypothetical. This is hypothetical.
Okay. I was like, holy crap! Like I haven't. Yeah.
I want to pick dragon.
I've only ever done FFM, but I'd be down to do either or, as long as it's casual. I think in a relationship, I am very, very extremely jealous. I could not probably do it in a relationship, but casual, I'm kind of down. Kind of down for whatever.
Hell yeah.
To hear that. Like, if you're in a relationship, it's like a no. But if it's not a relationship, like, yeah, what the fuck? Why not?
It ain't like that. I'm in a relationship, but we're non-monogamous. And my partner's pansexual, so you know,
but
they got
that's
needs
totally
too.
Valid. But definitely to each their own, because like I will murder people.
Yeah, this is my first non-monogamous relationship, so it is taking a lot to get used to.
Right. End game.
I want to pick one other guy. Archie.
Uh-oh. What?
Hell yeah. I want this answer.
Archie will be the last person to answer.
His face is going back to shirt colors.
Archie answer this question.
What is the
Archie,
question?
I'm picking last because I try to get you warmed up with these questions.
Thank you. I heard a lot of interesting ones.
I know Archie likes to get warmed up, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Archie needs foreplay.
Kind of like a foreplay.
Being a soft dom.
I think Miss DeVille would teach me a lot, yes.
Come over, Archie. Hey, Marie's here too.
I would die. I'd be like, what do we do next? It's like, Archie, like, heads up.
All right, let's hear it, Archie. Last person for the topic, and then I'm
Okay,
gonna go.
so question again.
Have you ever had a threesome, and what's your preference, and how do you pick those people?
Never had a threesome. I had a relationship of 5 years.
Wanna fix that?
Where Hey, yo. I never had a threesome, but the relationship I was in, I was trying to aim down that path. You just, you know, you expand the daily activity. And she said it's very similar to Dragon, and I think many other people in here. They were very jealous if I gave him, like Amity, if I gave him more attention than them. And I said I would not want that for you to be on your subconscious. So I never did it. And so, would I be interested in it? I think I would lean towards what Sue said, like people you know, not strangers, because I don't want to die. And yeah, it would be a fun activity if you're with people that actually you trust.
Do you trust me, Archie?
That's why I was pointing at me when you were saying. I was like, pick me, buddy.
Like hypothetically, what if you had this threesome with friends that you trusted,
Yeah.
and then it like broke up everything, like your friendship.
I would
and
cry.
There
Doesn't matter. Still have sex.
Yeah.
I would cry.
Still had sex. Yo.
Yeah, like
Honestly, it depends on the person. Like if I feel the person is confident and they're the ones delivering it to me, then I would say they are the ones that were confident. I'm gonna lean towards them. Will I be jaded from that for future people? Yeah. But if I'm the one initiating, that's let's assume like I'm gonna lean on Kay right now because I know her personally. If Kay's saying, "Hey, I want you to do a threesome with 2 other people," I'd be like, "Well, she's the one that initiated." Or if I lean towards like shoot your shot, I'm like, he's not gonna hate me, you know? Like
Wait.
Yeah.
So Lil Fox, Mr. Bill.
I'm down.
I was just saying as an example, but in
Mr.
general,
Bill, you go first.
Yeah.
Ladies first.
We could just have an orgy at this point, you know, like everyone's invited type of thing.
There you go.
I like the way you think to me.
I would lean on
friends.
KurlyChris' like expertise to be like, Kurly, what toys do you like? You didn't answer it earlier, and like all these things.
Yeah,
Daddy Chris can watch.
I used to
We know
sell
everything
sex
about
toys.
each other now.
Yeah.
What?
But so Alphaleedah.
right, next question, you
You.
ready?
I know the question's over, but we got to hear from Alphaleedah. Alphaleedah, threesome. FFM. I didn't know. I thought FFM was like
This
a
is your
radio.
question. This is your answer.
We have to hear it.
Yes.
I am interested now.
Question.
Time's up.
Give us a little bit of
Time's
a
up.
little sample.
You don't get a sample.
Give me like a
you don't
Costco
have a
sample.
Costco membership. You're
Come on!
I have a Costco membership.
Okay, so
Oh,
I wouldn't mind doing both. So FFM, no problem. I have to be attracted to the chick. Like it can't just be between you guys. I have to be attracted.
What's your type?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your type?
What do you
That's a
like?
loaded question.
That's a whole different topic. That's
Do you
a
see
whole
all the girls in
different
here like
topic.
perk up? All the girls are like,
Right?
the whole cast look at the co-host.
they all like,
Do you like brunettes or do you like
That
girls
was
with fox
awesome.
ears or?
that
I
was
do
a
wanna
posture check if
try-
we didn't see one.
I do want to
try
try
this.
2 guys and me, but I want to be served. 2 guys.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, isn't that how that works?
You're the only one.
I want to be served. I need
Yeah.
to be. It's like I'm the spotlight. So
Yeah.
that's
I
a
think you
huge
should
fantasy
be.
of
Yes, you
mine.
should be.
Yeah.
You'll be the number 1 singer while you're at
I
it too.
think that's fun as FFM as well, you know, like if both female and male are like, you know, after
True,
you. I think
true.
that's
But
really fun as
they're
well.
aiming to destroy Alphaleedah only. Just like,
Yeah, I think it's
I
just,
think that's
Destroy.
fun.
I
Yeah.
think it's easier if it's like me and a woman. I know we're gonna please each other, but to
Yeah.
see both guys in the same room pleasing me, that's a little
Yeah.
bit different environment. It's kind of
go.
it's a different dynamic for sure.
Yeah.
So I want to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's a power thing. I don't know.
Oh, it
No,
really
yeah,
is.
love
It
that.
sounds great.
For sure.
Good shit, Alphaleedah. I'm not gonna back down from someone calling me out now because I can't, do that. Good job. Wonderful job. Let's go
Wait,
ahead
really?
and.
You're gonna have to answer that question if I
Nope,
just.
that was your question. That was your answer.
No, yeah,
No,
you gotta
I can't.
answer the question.
What is the
Mr. Bill did the answer. I kind of want to hear.
Did
The
you
10
just
minutes
say
is
what's the
up.
question?
Nope, the 10 minutes has been up. I let it.
New streamers can't plead the 5th, Chris.
Fact.
True.
The timer
Laws
is
set
up,
down by the
though.
king
timer
himself.
is up. The reason why I said that, Seuss, is because you can get banned and come back easier.
Likewise.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, if one of the co-hosts has to answer, the other one has to answer.
Yeah, true.
I feel that.
When
It's
has
not-
Chris ever answered his own question?
It's not even a long answer.
Or questions. in
Majority
general.
rules. Let's all vote.
Are you
I vote
taking
yes.
a shoey? He's like, fuck it. I'm taking a shoey. He said, fuck it.
so
All right, to get out of any question, you have to do a shoey. That's fair.
You know what it is? You need the little encouragement. That's what it's for.
What?
Let's talk about.
Yeah, I'll send you a dick pic. How
Really
about
is the
that?
score
Yeah, I
for
need
it?
3 people to help me encourage my answer.
Do you like it, Chris? You like
What?
tasting feet?
It feels like yes.
I don't have a foot fetish.
Herbivores like.
Why do you keep doing it? How are you
Listen,
voluntary?
You've done it how many times?
I only wore their
It's
shoes
an
once.
Australian
so
thing.
it
If you have
smells,
like
they
a
smell
lot of
brand
Aussie
new.
friends, it's not. It's very normal.
Yeah, they
It's very
smell,
normal.
Kelly
they
Chris said.
smell brand new because I literally wore
not a
them one
foot thing.
time. All right.
It's not a foot thing. It's an
I'll
Australian
answer the
thing.
question. What's the fucking question? Oh my god, now
question
chat is
is-
just adding me. Oh my god.
He likes feet.
I don't like feet. This is so stupid. Such
Pizza's weird to love.
Shoot.
I mean, if she wants to put a toe in her mouth, I mean, whatever, dude. Go ahead.
What?
What's the
There you
question?
go.
What? Hey, yo. All right.
No kink shaming here.
Chris.
I'm not. Yeah, go ahead.
So the question is, would you have a threesome? Have you ever had a threesome? And what's your preference? And who gets to be in your threesome? Who has a privilege? Is it friends?
In this chat.
No. You're
I'm kidding.
Yeah, in the chat. Okay. What up, chat? How you doing, baby? All right.
Hey, yo.
So no, I've never had a threesome. I would, to be honest, prefer to date a bisexual girlfriend to have threesomes. But other than that, I would prefer definitely 2 females and a male, because I already said earlier I'm more of a dominant trait. So like having another guy around just isn't appealing to me. It's just a turn off more than anything.
What if he was a sub?
What? If he was a sub? I'm not straight. I'm straight, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not bisexual. I'm straight.
Oh, you want a bisexual for? Oh, okay, the female aspect.
Yeah, I want a bisexual girlfriend.
I want to.
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm too straight and beyond. Like I'm at the peak level of straight.
Too straight and beyond.
Yeah, too straight and beyond. So
yeah,
that's
too straight to bend like a ruler. Yeah.
Cam and bend. I'm wooden hard, straight like a wooden ruler. I don't even bend at all whatsoever. But yeah, that's my answer. So there you go. You happy? All right, great. Let's go ahead and open another one up while we're at it. Thank you, family, for watching.
I just want to leave that.
Hi, Chris's family. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
He's been.
What if I give you 100 subs? What does that even mean? I'm not gonna have a threesome with you, monstrosity. What?
I'll take that deal.
Monstrosity's goated.
I'll take that deal. Shoot your shot. Twitch TV.
Good deal.
We can Eiffel Tower. That's as far as I'll go. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and.
But we have to connect eyes.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got my passport. Okay, so it's nice to use it. All right.
I hear
cheers.
Paris is nice.
Cheers.
All right. Let's go ahead and cheers. Everyone that's here.
Right.
Can we lock eyes? Monstrosity, thanks for coming back. Just because production messaged me, I just want to say thank you all for being here. !cast. Check everybody out and make sure you follow them. I love to see you in their chat, and sometimes when I'm in there, I'll gift a sub if I see that you're not subbed and supporting them. So make sure you know what to do. All right. Cheers to Sisso Sake too for all the alcohol. All right. This is a really good question, and out of everybody here, I have a lot of favorites on tonight and a wonderful cast, and I love everyone we brought on. However, we have one new person that fit in very well, and so we're going to pick on her tonight, and her name's Dragon. All right?
I look at Dragon.
Are you hating
This
me?
is Help me. Monstrosity, perfect timing. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Production messaged me and said Monstrosity asked this in chat, and I overlooked it. This is a really good question. We're going to have 10 minutes to go over this. So Dragon's going to answer first. Thank you, Justine. I appreciate you. Copped out of your threesome answer. Nice one, though, by the way. All right.
Hey, yo.
Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone, then after hooking up, lost said romantic feelings? Justin.
So many times.
Do you have to answer how many times, or just that happened?
Times.
Just kind of talk about why it occurred, and then after you're done, the floor will open.
Can I go first?
No,
I'll go first.
Dragon's first. Dragon's first. We want to
Dragon's first.
include her since she's new.
Dragon. Yes.
I feel like a lot of people. Thank you. I feel like a lot of people can hype themselves up sometimes. And I know it's not great to have expectations, but sometimes you go into a situation and you do have certain expectations, and when those expectations are not met, it kind of, for me, kills all of the momentum that was going towards my interest in that person. So definitely, for sure, many times.
Can you tell us that, like,
can you elaborate? Elaborate a little bit, like why?
What is something that you expected and you were just turned off, and you're like, oh, never mind.
Like, I don't know how graphic, but you know, like there's like some people, they feel like, you know, like I'm gonna jackhammer this thing and you're gonna love it, but you know, it's not, it doesn't hit. And for me, sex isn't everything, but I do think that sex is a really important aspect of the relationship. And if you don't connect sexually, then I don't think long term that's going to be something that you can improve on that skill, but there's certain compatibilities that have to be met.
So they thought just doing, you know, aggressive thrusting is what's going to get you off. And a lot of guys think that, by the way. They think just thrusting and the girl is gonna, it's not. It's definitely not. And it depends on your shape as well, but yeah.
Gotta put a lot more effort in than that.
Depends on your shape. I just want to make sure that people know that.
And shapes hit certain spots.
Not wrong.
Yeah, certain, like, for example, I will never, okay. For a guy who hangs, a doggy would be better for me, but I can't do missionary with them. But even then, that's still not as comfortable. Yeah.
Shout out to Irish Curve.
And certain curves can hit certain spots.
Boomerang thruster.
Anyway, on to whoever that was going to answer.
Yeah. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone, then after hooking up said romantic feelings? Justini, what are you doing? Justini, you're on the cast tonight.
Daddy?
Chill out.
I'm trying to survive train. Okay, it's not
Thank
starting.
you, Justini. I appreciate you. Jesus
Fat
Christ.
20? Get it, girl.
Justini is daddy.
I told you I'm sick of mommy.
Do you want the whole cast to slide in your DMs or what? Just that's all you gotta say.
Right? I'm on my way. I literally do.
What's this? I know, yeah. Jeez, Justini. Jesus. This desk can only get so much higher, you know? It's
Chris, we're going to have to bend the knee.
You're pitching a tent down there?
what do you want me to do? You want me to do a squat?
Bend the knee.
You want me to bend the knee? Like, you want... What?
Wait, why is that chair so big?
Damn.
Wow, Chris is tiny.
Wait, how tall are you? Why is that chair so big?
He's like 4 feet tall.
Sit in it.
Are you kidding me?
What the fuck is that?
Whoa, wait, what?
Dude, this is like optical illusion.
Is that Bilbo Baggins? What the fuck?
I make myself look smaller, so when I meet the girl at TwitchCon, I look bigger.
That's so smart.
Oh, okay.
That's
Big brain.
so smart.
You're not that tall, though, Chris. Like, let's be honest.
I'm 6 foot. Spicy! Let's go, baby!
I'm 6'3". Oh, let's go!
Let's go!
That's
Train's
hot.
close. The hype train's close.
Okay,
The hype
Alphaleedah,
train is
monstrosity.
very close.
What do you guys do?
Fuckers.
I'm not wearing
Very
underwear.
close.
What?
Very close.
Listen,
Guys,
if we finish this hype train, we all have to chug our entire drink.
we will
Down.
do it. We will
Down.
do it.
I'm
Because
so
no,
right now.
no,
That's
no, no.
COS.
On
If it
your own.
happens, we'll do it. But if it doesn't happen, we'll still do
Do
it.
it because we want to.
We'll do it because we
Yeah,
want
you're right,
to.
you're right.
Yeah,
We'll
you
do
have
it because we want
Yo, you guys are fucking crazy. Oh, there was a.
I want to
Yeah.
start this drink chat.
one big.
Wait, I gotta. Hold on, I gotta go for a spicy real quick. You know, I gotta.
One.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, he really do be tiny though.
Chat, just letting you know, 15 more subs and we finish level 4.
Listen, I'm 6 foot.
15? Say less.
Call me out.
Stop, just see.
Stop. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and told myself I'll only drink 3 so-sos and I drink 8 of them. Justini!
Sweetie, what the fuck?
Wow, that's so hot, honestly.
Justini!
Justini's never been hotter.
Pop off.
It's literally 50 bits in one sitting. What the fuck? Or 15
Daddy
bits.
Fox. Yo, what is going on? This is a fucking horny cast.
Oh my god.
Should I rename it to Horny in the Air?
Yeah, you should.
Just shotgun because I can too.
Oh my! Sorry, Justini, I got you one more time. Justini just wants to see me on my knees. That's what it is.
Dude, you're shot.
Hey, yo!
Because I want to.
The cast is so damn bad. Chat.
I love that.
I love it.
Throw in a few extra for me, baby.
Shotgun it? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Give me my keys.
Okay.
I'm running.
I just did the math. It's about
Spicy, you're so fucking hot, dude. I swear to God.
Wow.
Alphaleedah called me out and I had to post. All right. Good on you.
Okay.
I'm waiting for mommy box.
This is the most I've ever been on my knees in my entire life.
Wait, can you do squats for us, Daddy Chris?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, unbutton a couple buttons too.
I got it.
Show that booty.
Yeah, there we go. I might rip my pants, to be honest, but whatever. It's fine.
Please?
Oh, no,
Worth
don't
it.
rip him.
Ready?
He's got like
Oh, that's a
400
good
subs.
spot.
Rip something
good
for us.
spot.
Some good
Destiny,
form.
first off, love you. Already followed you. Second off, I'm always ready, baby.
Oh, let's go.
I'm always ready.
Hot.
Let's go. Wait. Did we finish it? Wait. Oh,
All right.
now I'm bad. Hold up.
All right, I got hard alcohol, but I'll finish this drink and make another one.
Two more subs.
Can I just say, can I say thank you to everyone? I mean, I can't even keep up at this point. You know, it's been a while.
My nails
So
are too long.
appreciate.
Okay, I think it's 5. No,
Let's go.
Two more subs.
Yeah.
Two more subs, chat.
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
Who's gonna do it?
Two more.
Just a burp. Like,
Just open this
come on,
stream
Archie.
too.
We're not going to
Here we
start
go.
the questions until we're done. We are done. 100%. Let's go.
Let's go.
Anything for Daddy Chris. Anything for Daddy Chris.
Spicy, what are you fucking doing? Jesus Christ, dude. Spicy. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Yay!
Oh, hail to
Dude.
chat, dude. And then
Fuck yeah.
I need to fucking get up.
Carbosaurus Black, dude, yo, chat.
Pat, you guys are fucking, like, you guys are hot as hell.
145%. 145%.
Shit,
massive.
guys, you guys are crazy.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Alphaleedah, can you do
63%, Chris. Yo!
I missed it. Yeah, what did you do, Austin?
You're out of the closet.
Sorry, I was
You're out of the
blocking my
closet
fish.
Alphaleedah, can you send me that so I can be my follower alert?
Let's go.
Yo, chat is dope.
That's so hot.
Chris, you deserve it. You deserve the world.
Thank you, Justine.
You put so much work into everything, and you're
Cheers to
really,
Chris.
You're really
Thank
good.
you so much.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Chris.
Cheers. Thank you, everyone. Well, I
And to
guess,
the podcast, and to all of you guys as well.
Yeah.
Drink.
Oh, Leah, did you just grab the cup and then put it back down?
I said I have no drink.
well, everyone that subbed and followed every single thing you can do on Twitch, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Also, Spicy, you hit the feels, man. I don't know if you guys know, but Spicy is one of the directors that helped me create the Barcast back in December 2018. He was just a broke ass cup of noodle college student, so it's really cool to see him.
Cup of noodle.
Yeah, he used to come on and literally eat cup of noodle and drink Budweisers, and it's really cool to have him as a best friend for this adventure and stuff. So it's really nice. It's really cool. He has a tech job now. He works in Vegas, so it's really cool to see him.
Let's go.
Yeah.
A couple of
I think it's
noodles.
like the best thing, like watching your friends like
Grow and succeed, yeah.
grow and succeed and like be everything that they wanted to be. Like I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, I just like want to hug you and kiss you and like I'm so proud of you, you know?
When someone succeeds, that's like my biggest turn on.
Yeah.
True. Or when they
Can't wait to turn you on, baby.
like doing themselves, you know.
It makes me happy to see people do what they love and achieve the goals they want to do. So I used to coach sports, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Aw, I'm not gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
Oh, teeny.
Teeny's adorable. Also, I know all of you haven't met each other in person, but Teeny's really fun to hang out with and party with. So make sure you guys.
I bet.
Big.
Everyone that donated, thank you so much. I love you all. Let's go ahead and start the next topic, and we'll do 10 minutes. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone, then after hooking up lost said romantic feelings? So we did that for a little bit, so let's go ahead and do 7 minutes on this one.
So I know Dragon answered. Teeny, did you answer?
No, I haven't. I don't think I answered.
I think you wanted to answer after Dragon.
What was the question again? I'm sorry. I know you just said it.
Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone, then after hooking up, lost said romantic feelings. So after you hooked up with them, you lost their romantic feelings for them.
Yes, because okay, so I hooked up with this one guy, right? And it was great sex, you know, like 10 out of 10 type of thing. And I was like, can I drive you home? Because I didn't want him to stay at my house. And so I drove him home. And on our way home, he started crying. And he was like, I just really, really have like strong feelings for you. And I was like, wait, we just met. Like, what do you mean you have a strong...
Damn, Justini knows how to smash. That's all that says right there. The man fell in love with you after one smash.
Twist.
Gorilla grip.
Grapefruit method.
Hey, yo, that gorilla grip be making men cry. Hell yeah.
Toppy.
This man probably did not have
He's
any
laughing 'cause
experience
it's
in his
true.
life.
You fucked his
You
life
looked
up.
in his eyes, and everybody else was closing their eyes.
And then you crushed him when you kicked him out of the car.
Good.
Right? Pretty? I feel
I
the
think
same
it's
way.
Justini destroying men's lives.
I endorse it.
Making men's lives, and they just can't keep up. That's
Yep,
okay. It's not
yep.
you. It's not you, baby.
So hot.
Okay, next
Oh, she froze. Oh, no, there she goes.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, she's overheating.
Oh, and she's dead.
She's
yes.
gone.
Oh, no, she's back.
She's alive.
Yeah, she's back.
Back?
She's back.
Am I lagging? I'm lagging hella.
It's gonna happen
Am I
soon.
here?
You're here.
You're
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I will may or may not, like, I messaged Chris, like, I'm sorry if I fucking crashed, but I'm here. It's
I've hooked up with somebody and it was just the most like, I don't want to say like, it was unenthusiastic in the sense that they're like participatory was, you know, obviously consenting and all that fun stuff, but like they just laid there and did nothing. And I was like, this is like boring. Like this is the most boring sex I've ever had in my life. And they just want, starfish. They did nothing really to like bring anything to the table. And I was like, all right, I mean, I'm down to do work, but like, you know, like some enthusiasm is like totally fun. And like they were upset when I didn't call them back and they made sure I knew, but like I was like, hey yo, like honestly, you ain't doing much for me right now. So that's like one of the few times that I've been like, I've hooked up with somebody and I didn't really feel it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
This is boring. It was boring sex.
Enthusiasm is everything, I think. Like, it doesn't have to be the best, but if I can tell you're fucking
I mean,
like,
I'm a dude. My standards for having sex are very, you know, like consenting and then above. But like, you know, some enthusiasm is also like enthusiastic consent is great.
Yeah, I think it's effort too.
Yeah,
It's a lot
for
of
sure.
effort.
Effort for sure.
It's always the funny people, you know, that are good at bed.
Okay, Chris.
Are you calling me funny?
Honestly, no, like, no lie.
You calling me funny?
That is
I
true,
laugh
though.
at
It's
your
absolutely
jokes.
true.
Like, my clothes
It's
are
true.
off at that point. Like,
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm
Yeah.
attracted to a guy's humor,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's afterwards too, because you get the most amazing sex, and then you know if they go and get up and make you a sandwich or you know like do your
Hummus.
laundry or something, that hits different afterwards. Like the orgasm and
Who does laundry after banging?
okay,
The-
he's like,
Make
I'm
breakfast
not
for
gonna
bring
bring me a
I don't do
towel.
laundry, but I'll make you breakfast. For
Oh, gotta get the towel. All right. Who doesn't
No,
get the
I mean-
towel? You're a madman.
it doesn't have to be like right after. I'm just saying like within that day
Wait,
period.
do you wipe it up yourself or do you just throw it at her? and
Throw
you're
it.
like- You're like, here.
I don't throw it. I hand it to her. Okay.
And you're like, here, you do it.
I think
like,
it's kind of romantic if your partner like does it for you.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
what I'm saying. Exactly.
Is that something? Because I'll start doing
Yeah.
that. Like I'll throw that in the mix.
Consider it. It's considerate.
Oh, there's
It
aftercare,
is.
baby. I'm just saying, you know,
No,
like
but it's consideration, right?
they know where all the jizz is. I don't know where it all is.
I
I'll
don't
just
know how to step up
spray
your
it.
game though. You don't only bring a towel; you bring a wet towel that is warm.
Ooh.
warm
Warm wet towel.
Chat, write that down. Chat, write that down.
Noted. Telling you, noted.
Yeah, noted. Yeah, could get a warm wet towel.
Bring a pillow.
Sparkling water with fucking lime in it as well.
I demand it.
You're laying there like this.
With ice.
Get the shower going, you know.
Or this. Then you get a warm wet towel, and you're like, I'm a god.
Damn, the warm wet towel. That's some insider info. I like that.
If you did that next time, you wouldn't need a towel because it would be going straight down.
Oh no!
Hey, some people like it everywhere. You know, some people.
I love pie. Doesn't mean I don't want to clean up.
Okay.
I didn't.
Cream pie?
Okay, I'll clean up for you with my mom.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Anyways.
This is a good conversation.
Yeah.
Kind of a little sideways.
I
love it.
Going back to the topic, Trady, did you want to answer the question? I'm just trying to keep us on track.
I've totally forgotten what the question was after those last comments.
Shit, Chris, you're muted.
Thank you. You're the last one to answer, so it would basically be, have you ever had a romantic feeling for someone, then after hooking up, lost those romantic feelings?
I feel like not really, because I don't know, like I'm happy to have like sexual partners and just like sex and be on the same ground in that sort of area. But when I'm like invested in someone, I usually don't have sex for like nearly a month with that person and like make sure I get really comfortable with them. But obviously sex is actually really important in the relationship, but I don't know, I'm very, well, I don't want to sound really cocky, but I'm very good at being dominant and making sure what gets done in the bedroom gets done. So, you know, I don't know. That's how I function. And I feel, yeah, like, no, I don't think I've ever had that sort of experience. Because usually when I just wanted sex, I never got emotionally involved. I'm really good at that. Really good at just, you know, going back to my hermit life and being a gamer, you know?
Wonderful. All right, Alphaleedah, take it away. You're the next one. 10 minutes is on you.
Okay. So, how important is parents' approval to you? Do your parents' uncertainty on your significant other have any effect on the relationship? Ooh. So,
I'm so sorry. Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. How important are your parents' approval to you? Does your parents' uncertainty on your significant other have any effect on the relationship? So, I'll pick K.
My mom's pretty easygoing, to be honest. She's really chill and really cool. She kind of trusts my decisions and just hopes that I'll like learn from my mistakes. So she's honestly the best parent like ever, especially relationship wise. She just lets me go through experiences, and if I learn from it, she's there for me, and she just accepts everyone. Like, she's so accepting of every person in my life, so she's the best.
Does anybody have strict parents? Or like traditional parents? Because I want to hear answers from you. Because, like, Kate, that's so sweet that your mother, but I want to see, like, if other people have, like, where it's like your parents are like, no, you can't date outside of your race. You can't date with this person.
Oh yeah, my mom's not like that.
Yeah, that's
no.
That's a great question. Is anybody the opposite of that, on the cast?
Yeah, I would rather hear from someone.
I know I've been talking a lot, but my parents are complete opposite of me.
Wow.
Like, super conservative, have no idea what I'm doing with my life, don't understand me at all, are totally almost terrified by me. I have a brother and sister that are like massive age gap. They're 15 years old, and they're like, are horrified of the influence that I could possibly put on them. And the reality is like, it's just, it's very, very different, but it took me a while to get to allow myself to be the person that I am today. But they're very, very fucking different. And my mom is very accepting. My dad doesn't get it, but he's still there. I don't really know how to answer that. But the reality is like, Yeah, totally, completely different worlds. Have no idea why I am the way that I am. And it can be very like hard sometimes, but you know, I do think in the end they want me to be happy. They just don't understand why the things I like make me happy, if that makes any sense.
Have you ever brought someone and they were like, no, absolutely no?
No, but I have had a lot of conversations with them where they just don't understand like why I'm doing what I'm doing or why I am the way that I am. I've never brought anyone home that they wouldn't like, but I think that that's more so because I'm like, they wouldn't like this person. You know? Yeah. It is weird. I'd love to hear about other people's experience as well, because it's like, there's definitely a process between learning to love yourself, not to make it too deep, but the question was kind of deep. But I'm sure someone else in this chat knows, like, or in this
yeah, I'll go ahead and go.
Yeah.
I come from a very multicultural family, so we have all different ethnicities, and we are actually mostly Mexican dominant, Mexican German. So we have everything from Asians, Mexicans, blacks, and Puerto Ricans, and it just, the list goes on. And so like, even when it comes to sexuality, like we have bis and lesbians, we have gays. And so like growing up, it was more of being around that and like understanding that it's okay. So like when I got older, I thought the world was more like that. And I didn't know, because like that was my family growing up. We have a very big family. So it was, you know, it was always like, you know, whoever you loved or whoever you liked, it was very accepting to the family. And I have a very accepting and loving family. I've had girlfriends like live with my family. I didn't even live there, and they took care of her and stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter like who I love, as long as like, I can't even say as long as they're a good person, because like some of the girls I've dated weren't really the best type of people, and my family still loved them. So I had my grandma come over from Germany during the World War, so it's almost like whoever you can accept, and our family is very loving to everybody. And we have that, like I said, that multicultural, like when we have family gatherings at Christmas, is different ethnicities, even different languages, everything. So
I feel like it's about love. Like if they love you, right? They might not understand, but they're gonna love you, hopefully, right? And
yeah, but
figure it out.
I think the biggest thing though is like my dads are loving, and but my mom is, you know, my mom been divorced and stuff, and I have two wonderful dads, but at the end of the day, my mom is the one that's more engaging and involved in my relationships. Mm-hmm. And whatever girlfriend I've had, like she is extremely supportive, to the point where we've broken up and she's still a mom to them. You know, so I mean, I could date anybody. It's gone to the point where it's like I have to be careful who I introduce to my family, because they're so loving. So
yeah, I like this question because we've been having a lot of fun, but it's like sexy but honest. You know, it's like sexy but being like, it's okay to dig deep into people's shit sometimes. You know, essentially. You know.
I just wanted to know, like, if anybody has brought in a boyfriend, girlfriend, and your parent was like, just not acceptable.
My parents would never outright say it, but I can definitely I pray to any entity that exists that he never comes across this. But the second I started dating my ex, my parents were like, you're too good for him.
Damn.
Like immediately. They're like, you're gonna go places in your life and he's not. So you need to get out of there and find someone who is. And I was like,
was that based on like,
but I like him. And they were right.
Was that based? What was that based on?
He
like race or religion or.
Well, I thought it was the ethnicity at first, because my parents are Lebanese and they wanted me to end up with an Arab guy, emphasis on guy. So that's the plan they have for me. So they know about like 1/10 of my personality. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But yeah, they were like, he was like Greek. He was like Greek Orthodox, like very different. My parents were Muslim. I'm like agnostic, and I was graduating college early. He dropped out a year and a half in from a business degree at like a pretty easy school to get into. And I was like graduating in 3 years with honors. And I was working at a law firm right after I graduated, and he was doing like trade stuff with no like real plan, which, you know, to each their own, but they were like, you need someone who's going to be intellectually stimulating or you're going to lose your fucking mind. And I was like, no, it's okay. We have enough in common. It'll be fine. I like him. It'll be fine. But like at the end of the day, it was terrible. It really was terrible. We did not like each other. We were just in it to be in it.
Sometimes love isn't enough.
Yeah, I agree completely.
I don't have strict parents, but like, I kind of think that I tell my like, I'm too forgiving, and I tell my family a lot when like shit goes down in a relationship, and so they have despised boyfriends of mine before just because like they know a little bit more than they probably should about like the relationships and stuff, so they know like when I get hurt and stuff, you know, like because I trust my family. But then I will forgive that person and stay with that person, and then they're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
My mom's the complete opposite. Like, my ex cheated on me, and she's like, I miss him.
What?
I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, I kind of don't, though. That's crazy.
You guys,
Yeah, my mom had my ex's picture up from high school for like 2 years after we broke up. I was like, Mom, you have to get over it. We broke up. Like, you got to take the pictures down, babe. Like, it's insane.
It takes me to like the other part. Let's say you're dating someone and wait, fuck, what was my question? You want to date someone and your parents say no. What's your response to that? Let's say you love your parents and you both are good, but they just happen to say no.
My parents can shit in their hands and clap.
Yeah, honestly, like if you're this old and your parents are controlling you like that, that's really unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I come from a background that is probably very similar to Sue's or anybody who has Middle Eastern. I'm very fortunate that my parents aren't extreme. But there are extreme parents that in the Middle Eastern families where if you don't marry another individual who's Middle Eastern, like Persian, you know, Afghani or whatever, if you don't marry into the same nationality, they're going to be not enjoying it because they're going to not have that connection that they want to have. They want to groom that person into your wife.
Passive aggressive at best is like the outcome, truly.
Yeah, and so what I did for my family is, you know, it's tough. You guys don't go through what I go through, and so I had to apply myself a little bit more severe. I had to get my education, showcase that I can get a higher education, get my degree, then go for, you know, architecture and just go to the next level, showcase that I made X amount of income. You make 6 figures, and then you show them, look, I made money. Look, I've dated girls. Look, I've done this. What else do you want? You asked me to date this other girl. Now what? And it gets to a point where they're like, well, we tried to make you happy. And I was like, I think what will make me happy is when I actually choose the person I want to be with. And you guys actually respect me for that. And I will make sure I don't bring someone home that you would not approve of. I wouldn't let you see them until I actually had a chance to actually get to know them. Do you trust me at that level? And I no longer was their son anymore. I'm now their friend. And so once I broke that bond of like, it's my child, where they look at me as an adult, is when I finally can break that bond. And so it took a while, but I'm at the point.
It's gotta be really hard.
My family. Yeah.
I've never had like those, like, you know, restrictions or anything like that on who I date or who I am as a person or anything I relate to. Like my parent, like at least my mother, you know, my father, you know, is there, but not necessarily as there. My mother, super supportive of all the choices I make and all of that. I've never had the like, you know, like that pressure to like, you know, find another Italian girl, even though I currently am. But like, I feel like I could have brought anyone home and it would have been, you know, all hugs and kisses and, you know, ecstatic. I think my mom finding me dating anybody is going to be like, hey, yo, good job. Like, let's have a kid. Although I don't think that's the case anymore, but we're relying on my younger brother to give my mom kids.
Parents are interesting though.
I agree.
You know?
All right, well, timer's up. let's go ahead and cheers to the last 3 topics.
I hope it's a spicy question because I'm gonna start coming up with the spicy ones after.
Yeah.
So I have to put a little,
Makes sense. You gotta balance it out, you know. You gotta balance it out, baby. You gotta balance it out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to this wonderful Sosasaki Ringo apple. 3 shoes before I started the show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi, I'm back.
She's like, hi.
I miss you.
Welcome back.
I hate it. I hate it here.
All right, Justine, they're asking you the most craziest sex question right when you joined.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a great time to come in, you know?
Go ahead, Alpha. I'm just kidding. I'll ask something.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No, I'm messing with you.
I was like, wait, what?
No, I was just trying to troll you, but
I was ready for it, to be honest.
I should have just went with it. All right. So this one will be about, it says sex, relationship, love language. I know Alphaleedah wants to spice it up, but I feel like love language is so important.
I love this topic. I love this, actually.
Yeah, for the next 10 minutes, we're going to talk about love language, and is how do you, like, if you have what your love language is, how do you express that to your partner so they can understand what your love language is? Like, how do you, like, talk to them about it? How do you express it? How do you tell somebody, like, this is my love language, this is what I love, and it makes me happy in a relationship? Because this is something I noticed in, like, therapy that they do, and I noticed something that if you have a love language that's not really being obtained over time, you're just kind of over it, because it's like, because everyone's different, some people like hugs, some people don't like hugs, some people like affection in the sense of, like, cuddling, some people don't like cuddling, some people like word of affirmation. So let's hear it from the chat.
Kind of top off, there's like specific terms for it. There's about 5, generally speaking. It's kind of like a guideline. There's quality time, there's giving gifts, acts of service, words of affirmation, and physical touch. And usually people have like top 2, but everybody has all 5. It's in specific orders. So just to top off what Chris was saying.
I'll go ahead and put it in the chat. So let's hear it
Can
from
I go
her.
first?
Yeah, go ahead. Open floor.
Okay. Sorry that I keep crashing.
No, you're fine. Don't be sorry.
I apologize. No. But my first one would definitely be physical touch. I love, like, even like when they're just like, they just want to hold my hand or anything like that. Like, I love that so much. Like, fuck.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo?
Hey, yo.
But other than that, I really like, wait, can you say it again, Alpha?
Acts of service, receiving gifts, quality of time, and physical touch, and words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation is the one that I was thinking of. Yeah. I do like being like, if someone says like, oh, I'm proud of you, or like someone says like, oh, what you're doing, I'm like, that's so great. Like, it kind of just like, oh, thank you, type of thing. Like, I'm like, oh. So yeah, so physical touch and then words of affirmation.
All right.
Next person.
Question, right? Just to know what it is.
Yeah, like, what are your love languages, and like, how do you explain it to your partner? Because the thing is, when you date somebody, some people might be like, oh, I know what that love language is, but some people know, like, it's a difference between words and action. So I've noticed that too, where some people will understand the love language, but they won't help, like, make you feel it.
Can I go next? I don't know, maybe kind of like set, some type of boundary within this question. So I dated someone and I wanted to learn their love language. So I bought the book, 5 Love Languages, and I learned what mine was. I knew mine was like physical touch and quality time. Those, like, physical touch is my top one. And then quality, and then the rest. And then I gave them the book to read them about mine. and they didn't even bother reading it. And then our relationship just went downhill from there because they weren't giving me that affection. And it's funny because I was reading that book and I learned about theirs and I made sure I hit their love language. And it made me so fucking sad that I didn't bother learning about mine. So mine is like,
fuck that.
yeah. So like, how do you express it? And like, have you tried learning other people's love language? Because it can be hard. Like my lowest one of my lowest ones is like words of affirmation. And if someone else really likes it, I'm like, fuck, bro, I have to learn. I have to like read books and how to like do words of affirmation. It's like, it takes a lot of work. So
and that's really like sweet, and like that makes you seem like you're really like trying, you know?
Yeah.
And that's also, I don't know if that's like a love language or not, but like when someone like actually tries to like learn what you love type of thing, like that is hot.
It is hot. I was just thinking like that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you wanted to express like more on like, I don't know, Chris, if you wanted them to like have a little story. I don't know. I put my own little story.
I also want, a story would be nice. It'd be nice to know like the cast's love language, and then like kind of like how you express it too. Let's hear it. Amity, you can go next from that face you made.
It's because I really don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm so needy.
Yeah, Amity, murdering people is not a love language. Okay, that's a problem.
Okay, so Amity, I can tell you what you prefer for love language. What would be your top two? How do you express it? Because usually the way you express it is how you like to receive it.
Oh,
it's a lot of it is projection.
Yikes!
Like I don't express to anybody.
No, that's not true. Actually, that might be a little true. I guess I touch a lot when I'm like in love. Like I like to touch the person all the time. Like I like to just always feel close to them, you know? It's because I think I might love words of affirmation, but I don't really give that. I'm like not a good communicator. I'm bad with expressing verbally. Okay, Chris, you need to stop nodding. I'm bad at verbally expressing like how much I care for somebody, but that's why I'm so like physical, like touchy. I'm thinking quality time actually, because I like just like having a really good conversation with my significant other. But I'm currently in the process of trying to learn my significant other's love languages, and it's like almost impossible to me. I cannot decode them.
Love language.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, did you ask me something? I only heard love language.
Like, what's their
I was like, yes.
Yeah, what's their love language?
What's their love
language? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't asked, and like this is not something that we talk about.
What do you think it is, though?
I'd say by the things that she said, it was physical touch, first of all. And then what was the second one?
Well, mine is physical touch and quality time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking theirs might be gift giving and physical touch, I guess. But gift giving is like, I'm so bad at giving gifts. I'm so bad. I never know what to get. But I mean, I think it's really important. Yeah, I think it is really important to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
The best gift can outweigh any amount of money you spend on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I got a gift for my birthday from my partner, and it's a t-shirt. Like they bought me a few other things, but like the t-shirt was like the main thing. And it's the coolest, best t-shirt I've ever been given in my life. And for them, like I understand, like they're not like into meme culture and all that stuff, but they found like the best meme t-shirt that they could ever be found. And they bought it for me, and it was so heart touching. It made me feel so good inside.
For you, but can you please put your fucking toes away?
No. All right. Sorry, people in chat were requesting. For me,
who? Yeah, what?
What?
Can we get some questions?
Just the id.
Like,
just the id was like show off them legs. For me,
what?
For me, it's quality time. I think the best gift that you can give anybody is your genuine, unadulterated time. that for me is it is the best. It's a turn on. I love to spend independent time alone with my partner, to get to know them, to talk about stories, to talk about things, just to be intimate without being sexual with each other, just the pure intimacy of learning about somebody. And it doesn't really matter how long you've been together. I think that's still a very important aspect for a lot of people.
Are you that person that you can be doing two separate things, but as long as you're together, that's quality time for you?
I have ADHD, yes.
Okay, I'm not that person.
I can definitely spend. When I talk about quality time, I mean it's away from all of this and everything else, and I'm absolutely engaged in them, and it's reciprocated.
Exactly.
That's really important for me. It's more important than gift giving or time out or anything like that. But one thing I know I struggle with.
Time out. What?
Time out. What? I mean, time going out, dating, gift giving, the physical act of
I really thought you said time out. Time out. Go sit in the corner, girl.
I did say time out, but time outside. My phrase.
Time out.
Phrasing.
Time outside. Got it.
My partner is definitely into words of affirmation, which is not something I'm great at, and it's something I have to work on, and it's something I know that I lack on, and I need to continually actively think about it to give them those affirmations that they need.
I've also noticed people who have words of affirmation kind of in their top love languages, they happen to know how to dirty talk. Because words of affirmation is lower for me, so I have to literally fucking learn. And I'm like, this is so fucking weird and awkward. I have to talk. I'm like, I'll act, but talking is like whoa. So it's just something I've noticed.
What time me out? Fucker?
No, it was shoot your shot. He said time out, so I'm timing out everybody in the chat talking.
Oh wow.
What? Okay. Don't put that on me. I didn't say shit about that. You're timing out everybody. All right.
I was gonna go, but I think we're out of time.
Yeah, those shoeies are hitting my guy. Christ.
Sit in the corner. Be good and sit in the corner.
Everybody's in timeout.
Dang.
I can't keep up. There's too many. This is an origin
Spam chat. You can't. There's more of you than there are of him. Spam.
Never mind. I tried. I All right, perfect. My topic is up. Let's go ahead and hear it from the wonderful Alphaleedah. She's had some wonderful topics.
What turns you on? I want to do
what turns you on?
Any physical activities, physical features. We've already talked about some mental stuff. Let's do the physical stuff.
Physical stuff, not mental stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my god, forearms, strong forearms. Are you fucking kidding me?
Veiny forearms too?
Bro, just fuck. If you look like you could lift a fucking car, sorry.
I could lift the house.
Yeah.
I mean, I brought this out in the last stream, but I'll bring it out this one.
What's this? Is that
this is the
grip strength?
I remember
this thing.
How much is it?
Oh, I've seen that before. Hold on, let me full screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it means, to be honest.
This is
I'm not sure what this
it's your grip strength.
Let's see the left hand.
I don't understand the
Left
numbers. Hand? Is that a good thing?
It's
bad thing?
pounds.
I don't. Oh, pounds.
Yeah, average is about 75.
Not really focusing.
So he's smashing his average right now.
Oh yeah. Oh
114?
Yeah. My man.
114 pounds.
My man, no lotion all game.
I'll rip my own dick off.
Oh my god! All right.
Nice.
You have a gorilla grip then.
You're fucking right. That's why you gotta bring it to the table if you come with me.
You would be a great volleyball player.
Really?
Yeah, you'd be an amazing setter. You should do that.
I think there's some other aspects to that would make me ineligible for that. But if you want a striker, I got you.
It's fun to be a striker.
Miss DeVille, what is a turn on for you?
Hey, Marie.
What?
That's my answer.
His reaction is killing me.
K Marie being a turn on for you. I like
killing
it.
I want.
I think K is like, what?
What?
Like, oh.
K can't get over the gorilla grip.
Look.
Cat
has
going
one.
on.
Because she has one. Okay. Fuck him.
I do.
I know. Do you think I look surprised? I said
Oh,
it.
wow. That's a compliment. Thank you.
It's a massive compliment.
Thanks. It's not a hot dog down a hallway. Woo.
There you go.
Okay.
Woo! Yo!
All right. Well,
those bad dragons be feeling it.
We went
okay, Marie, let's hear your opposite of a hot dog down a hallway answer.
No, what's the question again?
What was the question?
Languages.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. Did I answer the
What
question?
turns you on? What turns
Oh
you
God,
on?
I have to be wholesome. Okay.
Oh, what turns me on?
Physically. What turns you on? Like, what's
okay.
the first thing like you notice about someone physically? What turns you on?
You know what I really like is when you're like driving with a dude and he just puts his like hand on your thigh.
On your thigh.
Yeah.
And you're like, take me home.
Yeah. I mean, he already is, but yeah.
That. I don't know. Sorry. Mr. Bill
Wait,
said
for you to be turned on, we have to be driving?
Yes.
That sounds dangerous.
I have a car. Drive. Make sure he's in the passenger seat. Hand on.
I do have a car, though.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Whoa!
Hype, let's go!
Whoa, Nest face!
What the fuck?
Welcome, Raider!
You better shit your pants, Chris.
No,
Welcome, Raider!
Nest face. Okay, dude. Nest face. You're so sweet. You're so nice. Thank you, Nest face.
I think we should all do a shot for that.
Let's go. Let's all cheers to Nest face. Let's everybody cheers to
Cheers
Nest face.
for the fat raid.
Let's go.
That's face.
The
Nest
massive
face.
TV scene.
Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate
The massive
you.
mommy milkers on that raid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I tuned into her stream earlier. And she was raging, and it was really funny. This face, thank you so much, and keep up your grind with the Apex. Also, everybody that's here, welcome to the Curly's Bizarre Barcast. Love is in the Air edition on Saturday. We're all dressed up for a date. Alphaleedah was talking about her topic. Go ahead and repeat the question, Alphaleedah. We have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left.
What's your turn on? What's a turn on to you?
What is your
It's like
turn
a
on?
physical feature.
Physical feature is one.
Honestly, anything. What is your turn on? Just give it to me. I just
Anything?
want to hear something
Like
juicy. I want to get aroused by hearing your
No, I
answers.
do like
Let's
the
turn you on!
physical aspect.
Floss it. Floss it.
Just anything.
It has to be a physical thing?
I love
Anything.
the physical aspect. Like,
sure.
just feel a little shallow, you know?
Okay,
Do it.
I love when somebody gives me all their money. It actually makes me so like it turns me on.
That's a fucking
Someone's like,
turn on.
someone in my chat was like, "Here, hug my money," and I was like, "That's the hottest thing anyone's fucking said to me."
Yeah, is $10 good enough?
Yeah,
$10 good enough?
Hug my
I'll give you
money.
$10.
I'll take it, but I won't act up.
I'll give you all my money.
Okay, you know what's another turn on for me? When guys have these like smile lines. They call it
really?
aging lines or whatever. These smile lines, it's so fucking hot. Like Chris
Really?
Hemsworth has it. Dwayne Johnson has it. Oh, I melt
Older
every
man?
time I see it.
You know what gets me like super turned on?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
tell
hear
us.
it.
Tell
Let's
us,
hear it,
Tina.
Justini.
When someone's like super good at video games, you feel me?
Oh,
Damn, Teeny.
even
There goes my
rage.
chance.
That's a go.
Like
You're gonna have chat acting up right now.
we're in Discord, you know, like, and you're sharing your screen, and you're just fucking like, I'm just like, fuck, I'm wet. Like, come over.
Everyone post their Apex rank right now.
Like, literally, come over right
Apex
now.
rank.
Yeah, I'm a gold. I've been platinum before.
I've never played.
I'm just gonna buy like a diamond account. Be like, yo, what's
Right?
up?
Yo, get zebra cakes to train you. Easy.
I mean,
Alphaleedah, I have a spicy one.
I'm down for that.
Please.
Susie, look
Yeah, are you sure?
Yes.
Because every time I speak on the barcast, everyone, gets nervous.
No,
Let's hear it.
please.
Let's hear it.
Arouse me, please.
Make me nervous.
Aroused.
Okay, I'll make you nervous. One sec. Oh, I'm getting excited. Okay. When you get pushed up against the wall and the hand just kind of goes straight to your throat Game over.
Look, he just rolled my
Game.
eyes.
Oh, you rolled your
right.
eyes.
Be original.
It turns you on so much, and your actual reaction is like literally to fucking roll your
Bro,
eyes.
it's game over.
That's Kate.
Have
That's
me.
Kate for you for
I will literally do it. I'll literally do it.
some fucking
I literally
WWE
do it.
Undertaker shit, K. Marie.
I
That's
fucking
okay.
love the Undertaker,
I like it rough.
dude. Yeah, someone who will
Hey,
almost
yo.
kill me.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Curly.
Any AOs in chat?
Hey, yo.
Okay, I want to hear from the guys. I want to hear it from the guys.
Yeah. I'll go.
Yeah.
Turn out for you.
I'll go ahead and go.
Really confident women. Really confident women.
Confident women.
Because I
yeah.
feel like
that's
I feel like I don't like I don't see a lot of like super confident women that really come forward with like what they want. Yeah, what like I feel like women who know what they want is like so unbelievably hot. It's so hot.
Are you trying to
But, like-
insinuate that most women don't know what they want?
I feel like I know what I'm saying. What I'm insinuating is that most women aren't forward with what they want.
Just take them to
They'll-
like Cheesecake Factory, see how fast it takes them to order.
Exactly, shit like that. You know, it's just
If you
like
take a girl to the Cheesecake Factory, you don't deserve to get laid, Chris.
Are you kidding me? Have you had their cheesecake?
I love you, Sue.
do you know how
Have you had
expensive
their
that
cheesecake?
first dinner is?
Have you had their
Fuck a
cheesecake, Suze?
cheesecake. Fuck a
Their
cheesecake.
cheesecake is like 2,000 calories a slice. Why the fuck would I waste my time on that?
Okay,
Chris.
dude. You gotta
On
make-
God.
Okay, vegan. All right, chill out.
I
Oh
love
my
cheesecake.
god, don't
Okay, so
vegan shame her.
basically, what are your
I'm not
stipulations
vegan
on
shaming.
saying a woman is
Archie.
confident, though? Because I'm sitting here being like, give me your money, that's hot. And you're like, kind of cringe, you know?
But I can't give you my money. I have little of it.
No, I'm asking what your stipulations are on saying a woman is hot when she knows what she wants.
I feel like at least in my experiences, women aren't forward like sexually with what they want. You know, they
reason? There's a reason why.
Sure, absolutely, and you know, but for people to like dance around what they want sexually, or you know, dance around, you know, even around like, you know, not to take the Cheesecake Factory thing seriously, but like in a sense, like, you know, what I want for dinner, or, you know, just basic things around that. I feel like I have issues when women are very waffly about things that they want. I just want someone who's like, I want this, I want that, and let's do that. You know, the decision is, I feel like for the partners that I date are really reliant on me to make those choices for them, where I would love for them to speak up for themselves and maybe have more of an opinion on things.
Can I get in before we run out of time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the last one. Go ahead, Trading.
Wait, I want
I'll
Archie
do
to
it.
go
I'll
as
do it as
well.
well. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
go
do it.
ahead.
Oh yeah, and
I haven't gone
of
yet.
course.
No, go ahead.
So,
Go ahead, buddy.
I just really like really submissive women who like kind of look you in the eyes and like beg for things, and like if you're trying to turn me on, then yeah, that's what I'm really into. Like a girl that just really wants to be dominated and gives you that proper eye contact. And
I gotta
lots of
say, I just thought
communication.
about Miss DeVille like right away. I thought about just, yeah, I thought about you right away just when you said that.
There you go.
I love you.
It's hot. It's hot. Sorry, Trey.
Alright.
Sorry to cut you off. I
No,
just,
you're
I just
fine.
wanted
Well,
to say,
that's all I really
like,
had to say.
I can picture like DeVille a little bit, like.
Can you put his name on the Dom Club for us?
I mean, I even enjoy like
Do you want me
brats
to?
and stuff as well, you know?
I mean, I would like you to. There you go, mate. I got you.
Nice.
That is
Oh
quite
my
an
god,
outfit.
mommy?
Mommy? Sorry.
Mommy.
Sorry. Sorry, mommy.
Whoa.
I'm wearing shorts.
London chat.
We always do a short
That's fine. You look great.
I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah, you look
Like,
nice. Smile.
oh,
Yeah.
Nice smile.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Archie.
Yeah, mine's a little old fashioned. I know it sounds. It's not like.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, it's
fine.
Old fashioned is there's nothing wrong with old fashioned.
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to explain, but like.
Wait, Archie, you're
If I-
old fashioned?
See what you did there? No, it's hard to explain because like if you're on a date and that person decides to bring up, hey, I love doing this, and then I say I'm down to do whatever that is. Like let's get that ice cream that's fried. I never tried it, and then they make me try their favorite ice cream, and they smile and just go, that's just the sexiest thing I've ever seen. Like, I just, melts my heart, and I just can't stand it. Like it's so damn good.
So when they try
And they
something that
smile.
you like,
No, that they like, and they want me to try it with them. And
They're
they're
passionate about something.
excited.
They're like, try this out.
Yeah, they're excited about it. They smile about it. They're hyped about it. Like when I see that, that's hot. Like,
See, me and Archie are on the same vibe, right? Like confidence about something, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but what, you gonna try and fuck him after that, or I thought we were about to get turned on?
Why not?
Listen, Trinity. Hold on.
It's hard to.
Let me explain. So they do something like they want to share with you, right? Let's imagine Trady, I'm gonna take you out. We have a good time,
Please
and I want to
take me out.
show you a good time, but like I'm excited to show you. And you're like, this is cool. And then you're like, all right, well, we're gonna basically do that activity afterwards, obviously. But the whole point is they got excited to share something with you. Versus we just went to some random place that you don't know what it is, and that random.
It's
Wait.
attractive, of course.
So
Sexy.
you want a girl to
that's-
share something with you that she enjoys?
Yeah.
You ever tried snowballing?
No, I haven't.
Oh
I'll be
my
done.
god, here we
Wait,
go.
that's something I've never heard about. So now I'm.
Oh my
Here we go
god.
again.
I've never done it.
You never heard of it?
Yo.
No. Snowballing is where you get snowball. Hill, right?
I'm a DM.
so I don't.
Yeah.
God.
Is it throwing snowballs at someone?
Archie, I'll DM
No,
you.
Yeah,
baby,
it's
it's
throwing
not.
snowballs.
It's not. No, it's
What is
not.
this?
It's
I'll DM you, Archie.
Okay.
I'll DM you.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's like a.
Sharing something.
Alphaleedah, do
Yeah.
you have a fire
Snowballing.
topic?
It's cute. You make
my
snowballs.
question was, what turns you on?
Probably.
I have an opposite. I have
No?
the other question. What turns you off? Because I want to hear some like disgusting stories, and I just want to
Okay.
hear like people get like, oh, this turns me off.
We have, so this will be, do you want to do a fire topic or you want the last topic?
Are you asking me or
Yeah.
I don't know the difference.
A fire topic is something that's like really
What was
quick.
that, Archie?
Sorry. I just.
Sorry, what's the difference between
A fire topic is somebody that's like really quick, so you just go through, say their name, and they have to answer, and then it's done.
Oh, I know. I want to do like a last topic. I want to
Okay.
hear all the passion of disgust of turn off.
I will do the fire topic, and then you do the last,
okay.
and then you do the last question.
Okay, cool.
Since your questions have been fire, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
That's pretty good, right? No, okay, I'll work on
Doing
it.
good so far, yeah.
No, your question, the first topic was
the
really
fire-
good.
okay.
Yeah, you got
Okay,
it.
you
Okay.
try-
Yep,
I
I tried.
think- I
Yeah,
think
you
so.
know,
Yeah,
this is why I'm single. I'm gonna. Okay.
This is what I think.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention, but I.
Oh God.
All right, so I'm going to start with the top left, move my way through, and then it'll be last call for alcohol, and that will be Alphaleedah's last question to end this Barcast. All right. Archie's going to start, and it's going to go and flow the way it is as a snake. Have you guys played Snake back in the day? Remember on the mobile?
Yeah.
Yeah? You remember that? You know?
Yeah.
You play Snake and saw a snake, right? So, all right. So,
Wait, in real life or in a video game?
I mean, it could be either or, Mr. Bill, whatever floats your boat, girl.
I'll say yes to
All I'm
anything.
saying is I play Solid Snake pretty well in real life.
All right.
Is that a pegging joke?
Yeah, I don't
It
know what
might
that
be.
is. All right, ready,
I don't
Archie?
think it's about
It
joke,
makes
but
it
I like
louder.
It's gonna be. What is
Sorry,
your
I'm ready.
number one turn on? What is your number one turn on? Instantly hits your head, so you can't change your answer.
Sorry,
All right.
well, my brain's somewhere else. One more time.
What is your number one turn on?
Okay.
Number one turn on. Right when I say your name, you have to answer. So if it's something you just fucked up on, that's on you. So the first thing that comes to your brain, what is your number one turn on, Archie?
Legs.
Shoot your shot.
Anime. Sorry, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Seuss.
I don't know why.
Good girl.
Sorry, air lady.
Jawlines?
K. Marie.
Nice hands.
Daddy's little fox.
Make it priority.
Oh.
And cream over that.
Mr. Bill.
Came thinking about it.
What'd you say?
Wait, what?
What's your biggest turn on?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, success.
Oh, nice. Dragon.
My neck.
Neck?
My neck.
That's your,
like if
that's,
they're hissing or biting my neck.
Pussy and my crack.
Okay.
Great song.
Yeah. Can we get some noted in the chat? All right, Leah.
Hey, yos.
Like a nice trimmed up beard. I'm a beard girl.
Ooh.
Beard girl. All right, grow your beard out, everybody. All right. Well, I'll skip myself.
Chris,
Alphaleedah.
how about you? Chris.
What? Me?
Chris. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of squirt soda. It's hard to find. All right, Alphaleedah, you're next.
Oh my god.
I'm about to leave, actually. No, that's so foul.
What? How's that foul?
What?
It was.
I think that's a great answer.
Who
I
said
think
that's
Chris
foul?
first person is foul. I think Chris. I'm okay.
Yo.
I'm just.
Anyways.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry. You
not
guys didn't
me.
visualize carbonated.
Alphaleedah.
You know what?
You know
That's
what?
enough.
Just because.
Now I
you know,
did.
I'm not gonna,
Now
you know,
I
I'm not
did.
gonna
It's
start
not
banting.
tea.
I'm not gonna talk shit, Suits. When you want to bring me on your stream and ask me questions instead of other people questions, then we could talk shit.
Hey, yo.
I'm just saying.
yo.
I'm calling you.
I give you your chance.
I'll call you.
I give you your chance. You blew it.
You didn't
buddy.
even. You brought other people on with me because you're too afraid. Alphaleedah, you're next.
So I'm answering the question.
Right.
Eyes.
Eyes, got it. Trady.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has eyes. Come on.
No,
lingerie.
different ones. Turn me on.
The soul is in the eyes.
What if you don't have a soul?
Biggest biggest
Then I'll
turn
probably
on.
fuck
Trady.
you.
Lingerie.
Lingerie. Justini, you're last.
Slapping.
Oh, right. Wow.
Damn.
Hey, yo.
We know who's slapping your internet tonight, huh?
Oh, damn.
Cox.
All right. This will be last call for the alcohol.
Biggest turn off for me? Nonchalance. If you're not obsessed with me, I don't want it.
If you're not obsessed with you,
If you're not 100% down, like nonchalance, like, oh yeah, I'll see you someday. No, you won't. Never again.
Help me understand.
We'll never see you
yeah.
again.
Wait, can you
Help me
explain this?
understand
Because
what
this seems like
means.
every Twitch girl where they want to flirt with you and then not commit.
Yeah.
Every Twitch girl. Well, okay, great. So we have something in common, and they're all right.
Shit.
Nonchalance. I just mean like it doesn't mean like you have to be totally obsessed with me at first, but if you don't have any effort to get in, I just not in an egotistical way, but I want someone that's gonna work for me. Like you, and I'll work for you too. But you're sort of like, oh, I mean, maybe it'll be a thing. Like maybe I'll call you when I can. Personally, I'm not gonna do it. Like if you want to call me, you're gonna call me. Nonchalance is not sexy to me. I just don't play. You know what? Let me shorten it down. I don't play dating games. I'm not gonna play games. It's not sexy to me. It turns me off. I'm like, I'm definitely not gonna slob on your knob, and I fucking do. So
You're
you lost
spitting
out.
right now. Let me just say.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, not obsessive in a bad way, but if you're not about it, then I'm not about it.
No, I get it.
Do they have to get a ticket and fly over there, like show that effort? Like, what's the effort you're looking for?
I like that, but also I'll do the same. Like if you show me enough effort, I'll pay for my own ticket. I'll come see you. When I get there, I hope that you take care of me. But like I'll put in effort. But if you're not willing to put in effort, I just have no interest in playing this sort of. I'm gonna spend 4 hours and not text you, 2 hours and not text you. I'm not gonna call you. I'm only gonna, it's really unattractive to me.
Let's hear it from Alphaleedah to end the show, and that'll be the last question.
Well said, by the way.
Okay, so I have two questions, and you guys can choose, or maybe chat can choose. One question is, what's your turn off, or like something that happened that was a turn off to you? Another one's like, what's your favorite position? But I feel like
who
that's
has
such a
one
short
favorite
answer
position?
Question. So someone can have just one favorite. You never know.
That's boring.
If it hits all the time, that's not boring.
Yeah,
You're on the
they're
high.
into it. Who are you to say that someone's favorite thing is boring?
But come on,
Hey, yo.
Listen,
variety is the beauty of life.
In your opinion.
Sure.
Maybe
have
it's
to-
not hitting for you properly, so you have to try so many different kinds.
You said it earlier, Shooter Shot. It's the angle of what you have. You know, sometimes you don't have the right angle.
Yeah.
But it's the build up, you know? Like, I love getting blowjobs, but it doesn't mean I only want blowjobs.
I see what you're saying. For you,
Having a favorite
Yeah.
doesn't negate you having other favorites or other things.
Sure,
that you like.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
if you know your partner needs that specific behavior.
Also, if you're
just to
only
get
doing
there.
one thing, someone's gonna come too fast. So you've got to mix it up.
Or not at all.
So we're
no problem.
turn-offs. All right, guys. Chat decided to do turn off.
I'll go first or turn off.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not trying to turn off chat or anybody in the chat, but it's not fair. But I have to be honest. If you smell, talking about like BO, you didn't take a shower, or like even down there is like another level extreme. Don't brush your teeth. You know, those little things. That's a smell, I guess.
Help.
Because some people don't take care of themselves, and it's tough
True.
to get turned on from
How
that.
about your
That's a turn off
scalp,
to me.
though? Someone's
Scalp?
Yeah.
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 What?
How do you wash that? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Sometimes it stinks if you don't wash yourself properly.
Oh, dude, I never smelled the
If you
scalp.
don't use a proper
How do you
shampoo,
smell
if
your
you don't-
scalp?
So like a girl smelled like spices. Like
It's a
it smelled like
buildup.
they
You can-
smelled like they were curry. That's what I meant. Like the intensity. It was like everything about them was like a perfume of like tikka masala, and I didn't want to smell it on her. I like eating it.
Eating what?
Yeah.
I love me some buttered chicken. You know what I mean?
I was just saying smell. That's all. I think a lot of us do take care of ourselves at that level, and some people just don't.
So has this
do it
happened to
enough.
you? You said
Yes.
with okay, so with someone.
It's only one time. Like never happened more than once. It was just I never
Man.
experienced it. And so since then I've been more self-conscious for myself to make sure I maintain that for myself.
I'm glad you take your own medicine.
yeah.
Dragon?
No ambition would be my biggest turnoff. If you have no intention of, progressing or growing as a person, and you don't have any dreams or any ambition, then huge turnoff for me.
Happened to you where you with someone and you just like you guys broke off? Like, do you have like a little story or?
Yeah, I've dated guys before who didn't want to do anything with their lives. They just wanted to, like hang out, play video games, like stay in their hometown, which is totally valid and fine if that's what you want to do. But for me, I have a lot of really big dreams and a lot of really big ambitions. And so I wasn't compatible with that person, and I was no longer like attracted to them in that way. We could be friends, but.
In the friend zone. Daddy's little fox.
Hi, babe.
What's your biggest turnoff? And do you have a story?
I kind of
for that
told it
turnoff?
just like lack of like I just don't like the like nowadays games basically. That's really it. I think it's a little childish for my taste. Like doesn't mean you have to be up my ass, but if you're interested, you're gonna show that you're interested, and if you're not, there's nothing wrong with that either. I just think that effort goes both ways.
You just had a lot of
It's just-
flaky men in your life, I'm assuming.
I haven't actually. I very much demand. I just don't. I will not be around if there's no effort. So I haven't dealt with a lot of flaky men because I will not allow it. You don't have to have a lot of money. I like to be spoiled, but you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to. There's a lot of things I will deal with, but I will not. What I won't deal with is you playing some sort of game where you're not going to respond, or like I feel like I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't respond. It just is really unattractive to me. What's attractive to me is someone being like, hey, I like you and I'm going to put effort in. Or to the point where they're like, I want you. I'm like, that's really hot. You should. I like myself too. It took me a long time to get to that point in my life. And I still struggle with it sometimes, to be honest, but it's very attractive when someone is like, hey, I want you.
I'm proud of you.
Can I elaborate on this?
Because it's not easy to like
And,
yourself.
I'm still working on it. I'm not.
No,
perfect at it.
of
But that's probably
course.
why I like it.
Always,
That's probably why I like it. Where I'm
Of
like, okay, good. Yeah.
Can I elaborate on your subject, if you guys don't mind?
I think so, yeah.
So imagine I'm a very busy individual, and I let you know, like, I'm attracted to you, but you know I have to stream 8 hours a day. I have to work. I have to talk. I socialize, but at this time, 11 is your time. I'll be available for
That's the hottest thing I've ever heard. I'm a big believer that like it's okay to be busy, but it takes 2 seconds to send a text. Yeah. It's like, hey, babe, I'm working right now, or hey, it literally takes 2 seconds. It is on my side to accept it, especially as like a needy person who wants this. But if you're not able to give me 5 seconds of your time to be like, hey, I'm not available during this time, or like, you know, I'm just like, it is not that hard.
Okay.
It's really not that challenging.
Very true. Some people just don't have that confidence, or
Yeah, or they're afraid of the repercussions, because some people don't take that well. They're like, oh, now you're not busy for me? It's like, aren't you happy that they took the time to say, hey, I'm thinking about you, but right now I can't do it, and I want you to know I'm thinking about you. That goes a long ways for me. But if you're not interested, like if you're like playing games, that's really what it comes down to.
You just want like someone, straight to the point.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I want someone to up my ass right away, because that's also not very good. But I'm not gonna fucking sit around.
When you say up my ass, I'm like thinking of something completely different right now.
Actually wants to get paid.
Hey, yo.
No! No! That's not what I'm trying to.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, you gotta work for it.
Why did I keep going there, Archie? What do you mean?
I don't really know why. I'm sorry.
Why are you thinking that?
I hate to cut it short, but my PC is hitting a high temp right now, so I don't want to fuck the PC over. I don't know why. Once I moved it, something happened, so I had to fix it. Let's go ahead, and I hate to cut the Barcast short because I'm having a wonderful time. Let's go ahead and cut it short and do outros. That way I can get it fixed. That way it doesn't overheat, because it's at 96 Fahrenheit right now.
Yeah, it's probably gonna
Open up the case.
Yeah, change your coolant or something.
Yeah,
You can blow on it.
I have some stuff to change it. I fuck it up because it happened when I first moved, and it's the last thing I need. So let's go ahead and do outros.
Yeah.
Seuss, you can go first.
Hello. I'm Seuss. Seuss _ AL. I do just chatting, and I like to talk about philosophy and stupid shit also at the same time. So if you want to come see what's up, I also play Valorant really poorly, but that's not that much. Anyways, bye.
All right, Foxy.
Damn, it's so fucking quiet.
Hello?
Wait,
muted?
cooking. Wait,
It's
Fox, I
cooking.
can hear you.
I'm Daddy's Little Fox. You can call me Fox.
Yeah.
I'm all about talking about sex, BDSM, and mental health, as long as it's TOS friendly. I play first-person shooters right now, but I'm variety. I'm all about good vibes, good people, and good fucking drinks. So come by, say hi, love you, adore you, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Nice to meet you all, by the way. It was a great time. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Alpha. You did great.
Thank you.
Let's
Oh, shit.
I don't know what happened.
We should not hear you.
Yeah.
Message KurlyChris.
Yeah. He might not
He's
be
gonna
able
have
to.
to turn off certain softwares, like his
I already
Discord
did.
or-
Yeah, I already.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, wait, can they say
Stream
that?
saying anything?
That's so crazy.
I think they can hear us.
Okay, so they can hear us. Do you want to do everybody's outro like that, or do you kinda just want to
lagging so bad?
Spam their links and
Yeah.
do you guys want to do
Chris,
outros or
Chris, let's do an audio outro if you don't mind.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, if it works.
And we'll spam.
I just don't think Chris is hearing us.
I'm sitting at 96 degree temperature. Like I'm like 6 degrees away from overfrying my PC. That's why.
Yeah, his shit's about to.
Okay.
Yeah, we should just.
Yeah, so I'm gonna raid out.
Who wants to?
Just spam your links in the chat.
Spam my own link?
I've never done that before, but that's
Me neither.
Put in a cast.
I'm
Good time.
gonna spam.
I can't do links.
Can't. Yeah.
Yo.
Just
Let's make it happen.
right now. Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Hi everyone.
Chris,
Bye.
We're going to the after party, right?
Did you want to
Everybody come to the after party.
Raid hype.
Yeah, did you want to raid?
I love you, Chris.
Yeah, I'll raid. I can raid off my phone.
See you in the after party, baby.
Okay, let's prepare the raid chat. What's the
I
raid
enjoyed my
command?
stay.
Curly raid.
Yeah.
Let's copy that, and then where's the email?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
I would love to give you guys a follow on Twitter if I haven't done it yet. I'll see you guys in the after party if you're there.
Okay, this
Love
is gonna
you.
be the
Bye.
right now. Okay, that's what we're gonna have.
Let's raid Love Struck. Can we have a raid here?